And we are live. What's going on, everybody?
There we go.
PCB
Sorry.
says, hey, hey, hey. Crypto guy, hello, friends. Terry says, sounds good. Told him that would be just a moment. Guys, thank you
Uh,
for joining us that early on. Just working on trying to get some things ready. Waiting for Mr. Oslin. I think he's running a little behind. What's up, Stacy? How you doing, sir? One of these times I'm going to say that, and it's not going to be the Stacy I'm thinking.
yeah, it's gonna be some random person that's gonna first time viewer and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
Hold on.
gosh.
There we
Let's
go.
see. I know. So pretty interesting. One of the things. Did you get Mr. Caro taken care of?
I was gonna say I told him to try to refresh it if it's been going on for 20 minutes.
Okay.
The other thing I told him as well was what 60 had told me was to try doing MetaMask because I don't know why, but when I tried doing Trust Wallet, it would connect just fine. It would
Yep.
show Archa and everything, but when I went to go like actually stake, it wouldn't connect to the wallet at all. So I was like,
Gotta love it.
I was like, just try MetaMask. That's what 68 told me. Let me
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's the one thing I learned is that you can actually import your seed phrase over to multiple interfaces. MetaMask, Trust Wallet.
yep.
Don't want to mention Coinbase because they got their own little quirk that I've learned. I did an experiment with that wallet a couple weeks back. Let's hear Steven Todd. Hey guys, Ultra AO or IO. What's up, buddy? Lucifer. Hey brothers, what's going
How we
on?
doing?
Yeah, we got about 7 people in here right now. Let's see. So I guess where can we start? One, staking pool closes here in T minus 3 hours. It looks like.
Let me double check real quick for you.
Yeah, I think it's 11 o'clock. Oh wait, I might be wrong. Don't hold me to it. Um, hold on, I pull that up pretty quick.
Okay,
Staking.
no, you were right. It's in 3 hours.
Okay.
Don't
I was
worry.
like, I was doubting. Like, hold on.
No worries, you're good there.
Yes, 3 hours, 2 hours 53 minutes. So yes. And holy crap, Quester sir, did you see how much is in the staking pool right now?
Yeah, that. Wow.
Dude, we're up over. We went from 3.9 to 5.4, 5.3 in like 10 minutes.
Yep, I was gonna say there we go with Lucifer 5.4 quad in right now. That is ooh, that is
Dude,
crazy.
When I got into the pool, there was 1.1 quad. I think I'm like, all right, like yeah, this is gonna be okay. Now again, I got in like the first couple hours because I'm sitting here trying to make a video of how to stake.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I want to wait. Like legitimately, if this was just me, I'd be waiting to the last moment. But I was like, we'll pull the trigger on that. Let's see here. Crispy, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing tonight? Dude, good as always. It's our happy Sunday. Welcome, everybody. Stacey says he'll make $30 on this one. Hey, you know what? I do got to say one thing, though. Those numbers are still not set in stone. Because remember, the emergency withdrawal feature.
Yep.
Once that staking pool is closed, that TVL can still change. It can go down at that point, which in turn means what? Higher percentage of the pool.
Exactly.
Demented, what's going on, sir? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Terry, great staking video. Yeah, I think like 3 or 4 of us ripped them out there pretty quick. That's what I was disappointed about. I was like, I got one. Then Mr. Oslan, like 3 minutes later, was like, hey, here's mine. And then Blue Collar, he dropped his the next morning. And I'm like, oh, dude, I was up till 4 a.m. working on that one.
I wish I could say that's not a familiar like time that we know, but it is.
I know, right?
Whether it's video editing or just hanging out in like in Arca, it's one of the two.
Yeah. Dude, last night, my wife, she called it, and I kind of feel bad. I stole her phrase here at home, and it was the Saturday night shenanigans. Dude, I'm telling you, the Telegram, I don't know if you seen it last night or how hopping it was, dude. We created like a freaking party house in there.
I know. I was watching at the sides. I was jumping in every once in a while.
Yeah. Hold on. Stacy's saying my volume's down. Let's see. Okay. Hopefully that's not too loud.
Give me a second. I'll be right back here.
All right. We got this. All right, Stacey, sir. I hope that's much, much better there. I just wasn't trying to blow your guys' eardrums out. Let's see. 1.5 million worth of AA of Archangel in pool now. I don't know which pool you're talking about there, Lucifer. Let's see. Ah, the message disappeared. Okay, whoop, there it is. Blue Collar, what's going on, guys? Guys, if you haven't, big shout out to Mr. Blue Collar Crypto here. Make sure to check out his YouTube channel, guys. Very new YouTuber, aspiring, but his content is solid. Please go over, make sure to like, subscribe, check out the videos he's been creating on Archangel here almost daily to every other day. He's been doing a really, really good job with that, guys. So please, please make sure to go give him a like and a subscribe. Let's see here. That's way better. Awesome. Again, like I said, I just wasn't trying to blow nobody's eardrums out. And you're welcome, Blue Collar, sir, man. That's much deserved. I was in your shoes, not too long ago. Just starting out. It's a challenging road. So on behalf of the Archa Cafe and myself, give me 1 second here. I'll get that for you there, Stacy. But on behalf of myself, Blue Collar, keep it up, brother. It's fun. It's challenging. It's exciting. But definitely enjoy what you're doing. Keep on keeping on there, man. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll drop his channel here for us, too, as well. It's not too far out of reach. Alrighty. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. There we are. Alrighty, guys. So if you have not, I'm going to drop this on everybody's channel. So sorry, Mr. Oslin. But there you go, guys. That's the link to make sure to go like, subscribe, check out the videos that he's creating, guys. Very, very good content, especially for somebody newer. Definitely impressed, man. Again, keep that up, sir. Let's see. What else? Have I missed anything in the chat here? Just trying to spread the good word on Archa. Yes. That's what we're all trying to do. And, sir, can't wait for a weekend that we can have you on here with us. Let's see here. Got you there, Stacy. Much better, Caddy. Thanks, Ultra. Man, I'm telling you, this microphone is touchy. So let's see here. What do we have going on? Is Mr. Oslin making it? I don't know there, Mr. Dominic. I haven't heard from him since about 1 o'clock this afternoon, so that would have been before he went to bed. I'm sure we'll be seeing him here in a little bit, hopefully. Either way, he's still getting the good love feed. Let's see here, guys. So, a couple of the things. Staking pool closes T-minus 3 hours there. For all those guys that got in, congratulations. Definitely a wild ride. Those numbers spiked up a lot faster than what I anticipated. The other things, couple big announcements with Archa this week. Give me 1 second here. We'll get that pulled up, get that rolling for us. So, a couple of interesting tidbits, a couple things moving on with Archangel. One being the staking pool. It launched Friday. It closes tonight. The three, we had Mr. Glorious, Brian Makes Benjamins, and Molt Money. Make sure to go check them guys out as well. They got a few videos on Archangel. Goes over a lot about the project. And I will say, Molt came in today. We got to talking a little bit in the main chat. And yeah, very good dude there as well. Guys, another one that's beginning and getting his stuff going for us. Let's see here. Subscribe. Thank you guys for showing the love there. That's what it's all about, he's been doing this for Archangel now almost on a daily basis. Gotta say, definitely stepped up. Lucifer says 5.4 quad of Archangel, current price 1.5 million. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I haven't looked at the actual total volume or dollar amount lock, but yeah, guys, that speaks millions about our holders. We have a majority of holders that truly believe in this project. That is 5.4% of the entire circulating supply, or the total supply. I can't even say circulating supply, because we have that burn wallet as well. Right now, if I think the last time I checked my numbers before that jump to 5.4 quad, we were about 61% of either locked or burned. That left 39% of tokens in circulation, with Uniswap having roughly 900 trillion. I believe it was. Guys, I am extremely impressed to see that going on with our staking pool. It blew me away just watching those numbers add up.
It was pretty nice.
What's up, buddy?
Sorry, I'm back now.
Oh, you're good, man. I was just getting ready to pull up some of the announcements. Let's see, how far back does this go? What day are we on? The 23rd. So we have from the 17th. Holy cow. Where are we at? 18th. Okay, that was about our staking pool, which we kind of went over. We went over about the 3 YouTubers that picked up on Archangel. A couple of them came in, asked a few questions about the project, and seemed very, very enthused. That was very nice to see. Let's see here. Lucifer saying great participation for this first pool. Yeah.
I agree.
It blew me away. And when everybody, you know, a lot of the moderators, we were like driving ourselves nuts, figuring out, okay, what are some of the scenarios of how this could play out? I was bluntly honest. I'm like, guys, you're going to rip your hair out thinking about this because there is no definitive way. And you know what? I was no better. I got a spreadsheet up that I'm sitting here just plugging numbers in like, okay, let's see what we can make happen. Let's see here. Next staking pool, we'll hit 80% plus or minus. Hey, you know what? It could be very possible. That is not far-fetched. Talking about the total circulating supply, that 80% of it would either be staked or locked away. Right now, we're at about 61% or 60. I can't even say in particular. 10 minutes. Okay. I started reading what I was reading. You know, that's not an unrealistic expectation. Because let's put it this way. What I thought people were thinking was being unrealistic actually has proven that I was unrealistic. Somebody dropped 1 Q in the pew. Let's try that again. 1 quad in the pool 40 minutes ago. Yeah, I checked those numbers. The last time I looked, it was 3.9. And literally, I jump into talking with some of the mods, and someone's like, hey, it's at 5 point something. I'm like, no, like I just looked at the. Yep. Let's see here. Nice lit, Antonio. He was one of the lucky few. Lucky few.
Yep.
Lucky bastard.
Hey, don't worry, Caddy. You'll come eventually.
Yes. Sooner or later. Yeah, probably by the time summer's here, and I'm like, crap. Oh, time to go to Alaska. Guys. Awesome. We got 21 people here on with us. That's awesome, guys. Right now, Archangel's stream itself has 10 viewers showing directly. That's something I've been trying to keep measurements of going forward. Just get an idea of who's getting the views, of how we can try to get the word out about the Archa Cafe. Because this is a critical thing for Archa. Go find this somewhere else. I dare you. You're probably not going to find it. Let's see here. Just a crypto guy. Over 4,600 holders, only 113 staking transactions. Lots of room to grow. Yeah. Definitely. There's tons. And, and I know one of the biggest battles a lot of people are seeing is gas fees. Gas fees. You know what? I bet you if over half of ERC20, and people that are enthusiasts with ERC20, I bet if we found VB and had him in a corner, I feel sorry for that guy. It'd be like the mafia coming after him. Those gas fees. I was trying to assist somebody out late last night, that was having an issue with getting staking done. They're like, yeah, I got it approved. It was about, I think they paid like $80 for the approval. But they're like, it's $7,000 to stake. I was like, oh, whoa. Like, hold on. I was like, something's not right. And then they sent me the screenshot, and I'm like, okay, hit that refresh button. Just keep hitting that refresh button. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Remember, let's see here.
I remember reading through that. I was like, okay.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, no, like there's no way. But right here, Mr. Joe Archangel himself, staking pool cycle number 1, Archa. Staking pool cycle number 2, Archa, Scratch, Guardian, Brainstem. Staking pool number 3. Well, we know it's going to have those 4. Well, yeah, it'll still have those 4. And we are talking about 90 days. That puts us at Q3. Yep. Now, let's think about this. Let's look at the progress that Archa has made just barely over the 4-month mark. Okay. We're still talking like 8 months away, 9 months away. Think about that, guys. Now, granted, I know everybody too. The overall market can freaking shove it right now. I will be the first to admit it. But you know what? That's not going to slow Arca down. Red market, it's getting built. Green market, it's getting built. Guess what? It don't matter what that market does. It's getting built. And that's the critical thing that I think a lot of people kind of overlook and oversee is when they see a red market, they just immediately that FUD in their mind starts kicking in. And all I can remind people is go back to the day you invested into Archangel. Why did you invest into it? Because guess what? I guarantee you those convictions of why you invested, those have not changed. They should have only gotten stronger with how this project has progressed. I mean, you know, we all got in with seeing what that roadmap showed and what was going to involve with this project. And look where the hell we're at now. Where we're at now.
Come on, Kenny.
Welcome, Crypto Cranium.
The other thing too is like by stake cycle 3, that would put us what, like October?
See,
Am I thinking
January
about
to
that?
March, April to June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, October 1st. Yeah, that's the first of the start of Q3 or Q4. So September's into Q3, October start of Q4.
We would be roughly 13 months old by staking
know.
cycle 3. That right there. And I hope by October, when staking 3 happens, we have all gotten the chance to at least come twice together. At least.
Oh, with the progress that's going, like I said, the only thing that is the bigger picture is the overall market right now. But again, that's not slowing us down.
It's still
So-
9 months. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen it. We've seen
Dude.
tokens go down 50% and then go up 100
Yep.
in one day.
Yep,
It's
in
like,
one freaking day. Welcome to crypto, man. That's the joy of it. I'll tell you. I don't like roller coasters very much in real life anymore. That's a whole another story for another time. But I'm loving this ride. To me, it's fun. I actually did not pay that close attention to what was going on in the market. I was so busy just doing things like, okay, like what can I help with Arca now? Like what am I doing? What can I do this kind of to do? And the next thing I know, I got someone saying, hey, have you looked at ETH yet? Is this price right? And I was like, yeah, I got an alert on my phone, but I kind of ignored it. But
yeah, Coinbase keeps blowing up on my phone. Like, hey, by the
Awesome.
way,
Crypto Cranium, sir. Yes, I'll dive into the Travis and the projects. Yeah, definitely take a look. There's a lot to research, a lot to go over. Make sure to join that Telegram. A lot of announcements gets dropped in there, and that's how to stay up to date with this project in real time. You can come definitely check us out every Sunday, but at that point, you know, here we're announcing the staking pool, and it closes in 3 hours. That's just how it goes. So if you want to keep real-time updates with the project, come join that Telegram, guys. Give me 1 second here. That link is always in our description down below. But just for the sake of everybody here, we'll go ahead. And for the ones who are not in that Telegram, there's the link down there for you guys. Let's see here. No such thing as 9 months.
those 9
know
months
what?
will be gone fast too.
Dude, I can't believe it feels like just yesterday I was standing out on a ladder at work having my first VC with you all. Like, seriously. I was at work turning wrenches, talking to you, Joe, Stacy. Oh, my goodness. Who else back then? Who was... It's crazy. There were so many faces back then, and a lot of them are still familiar faces today.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let's see here. I just added the TG. Welcome. I figured that'll definitely help you out there, sir, help you keep up with the project. So starting off with some of these announcements, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong TG. Let's see here. We don't want to read from that one. There we go. So, Mr. Dominit, I know you're here, sir. I haven't had a chance to reach out to you or Zen. When is your guys' pre-sale going to close? That's something definitely want to let the public know here tonight. Stacy says that was great. because I know that they got some PR things going on, and their community decided to go ahead and try to extend that out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello, my favorite people. What's up, Miss Brad? Let's see. Yeah, notice I couldn't get the wife here tonight. I don't know. Um, oh, do we dare show it, or do we make them go to the announcement group? Um, you know what? They've had some time to look at this. Okay, I won't. I won't be stingy. I'll show it. So one of the things, guys, if you have not gotten a chance to see, oh wait, we did show this last week. Never mind. Nope. If you want to see that, go back and check out the other Archa Cafe.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to. I had to. Dude, it's all about. Let's see here. Oh, she's getting more love than we are, and she ain't even on the stream. What the heck? Hey, Miss Brad,
You
here's.
can see who's their favorite.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Jelly. Let's see here. Demented. All right. So Tim says Wednesday. That is going to be the close of the scratch pre-sale. Is looking like Wednesday, unless we have to pull early. And if you guys want to find out more about that too, definitely, I'm going to drop one more Telegram down here for you guys tonight. If you haven't had a chance to join Scratch, read up on it, what's going on. They do have their pre-sale going on here until Wednesday. Make sure to go check them out. Wait a minute. What? I dropped a Telegram link earlier besides our main one. I don't remember.
It was the one for blue collars.
Oh, yes. Yes.
for
Okay,
his
YouTube.
channel.
I'm like, okay, I'm getting little loose-handed here with these Telegram invites. The best thing, guys, feel free to follow those links. But what I highly recommend, check out the official websites and the official channels. Make sure to check out ScratchEngine.com, ArchangelToken.com. There'll be some more websites to announce, too, going forward. And it looks like that we have somebody a little late to the party, but he is here with us. What is
Hey,
going
guys.
on, Mr. Osland?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Having a fun evening. Let's get this a
Yep.
little better view. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up? Hola. Oh, hola.
Yeah.
Hola. BCB says hola. But yeah, guys, definitely about that scratch pre-sale. Definitely go over, check out their Telegram as well. Make sure to follow along with what's happening. A lot of great things within that project. They are killing it, even with the type of market that, again, the type of market that we're sitting in.
Yeah.
It's amazing what these projects are pulling through here.
Absolutely. And like I said, the idea that they have is something which is very fresh and very new and very needed in the market, right? So not many people are experts in NFTs. And how do you actually know that what is the true worth of of an NFT? Like, you could get into the very basic thing of scams through NFTs. Hey, Stacey. So if anyone goes ahead and just mints an NFT with a JPEG image, no one would know whether it's actually a true NFT or not, right? So suppose, say you have a game and there's a game asset, and you want to go ahead and purchase it. It's something which is very exclusive. And this has happened in one of the projects, all right? One of the other tokens which I have been closely involved in and I've been doing a lot of videos on. I have also made that video on my channel as well. So this has happened. There is this rare category of NFT which was duplicated with just a JPEG image, and almost 10 to 15 copies were minted on the same platform, OpenSea. Okay, so when you are purchasing such scammed NFTs as such, so they really truly do not have any value in the back end. Ideally, they are just JPEG images. But the true NFT, which if possibly linked to a game, that is what will provide you the in-game asset, right? So, and people do not know how to go ahead and verify that. I mean, you need to know coding, you need to know metadata, you need to know how to read the contract. That is all stuff that only experts will ideally get to know, and no one would have the time in the world to go ahead and do that as well, right? So when you have someone doing it for you and verifying that, okay, this is kind of a legit NFT, this is kind of an NFT which has this much of value, that is where you get some kind of a scoring platform will give you an indication. I wouldn't say that, okay, this is the perfect way of saying, okay, this is what is the worth of NFT. Now, no one can actually determine the actual worth of an NFT because it's completely driven by the market and supply and demand concept, right? but you can give them a threshold or probably a kind of a indication stating, okay, it can be this much of an amount because the entire market is performing around like this, and then the total the other nfts from the same artist have sold for this much of value. That will give you an indication, right? Especially for those who are pretty new to the market and ideally do not understand how well they can go ahead and sell. There are cases where the same board a PH club, I mean, those nfts are like selling for, I believe it's even few of the nfts have gone for millions of dollars, right? So no one knew that it would be actually worth that much, right? So the demand created it, and the supply actually drove it. It's just one or two nfts that few people had in the first editions, and that's what drove it entirely. So if anyone knew that there is an indication that, all right, this would go for a couple of $100,000, why would you list it for just a few $1,000s then, right? So you are definitely going to make a lot of profit when you have certain kind of indicators which are available for you, and that's missing in the nft world. No other project as far as I know has done this. No other project as far as I know in the crypto, be it on any chain, Polygon, Solana. If in case anyone out here knows it, I would be more than happy to learn about it,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So I believe this is one of a kind. This is the first of a kind where you see that evaluation happening, that too based on data. It's not like some random evaluation you go ahead and have and go ahead and say, okay, we have 10 NFTs which are launched for this particular artist. He's very famous, so we are going to peg it at say 2 Ethereum each. That's not the way it's happening, right? So there is some market-driven data behind it, and the way they are approaching, I really like it. Uh, but like I said, always goes down to how the execution happens. Let's just wait and see. And Zen said, "I there is that mustache. Thank you so much. Yes, I do have it."
Yes. Excuse me. And then we have Storm. Hola,
Uh-huh.
Senior Storm. That's the
Hey,
best you're going to
Storm.
get out of me. That's the best you're probably going to get out of me. And
Well, he's been putting out some pretty good artwork on the groups. Pretty
from
amazing
day one,
artworks, in fact. Yeah.
Yep.
from actually day zero. I mean, we can't even say day one. He was doing this. He's been with us for a very long time and has definitely
Yes.
put in
Yes.
them work. Let's see here. $100, take it early. Let's see. Also, Scratch will be the KBB of NFTs. Yeah. KBB, the NADA, depending on wherever you're from.
What's KBB?
Kelly Blue Book. So what they use to evaluate the price
okay.
of a car at a retail level.
Yep.
Then,
Uh-huh.
oh, I'm not going to bore. I'm not going to bore Mr. Deminit in here. I'm not going to bring that stuff in. But yeah, it's just a nice way, an evaluation platform, a centralized, an accredited source to be able to get realistic values. Let's see here. So I'm saying, all good, my friends. I'm working based on the NFT with Archangel. Ooh, I'm
Is that a bomb?
curious.
Is that a
Storm.
bomb?
Oh my god! Really? Really? Okay.
Okay, I mean, bones do matter. Depends on which bone it is.
Yeah, that is very true. Very true. Awesome artwork. Yes, again, he's been doing a lot of hard work within the community for graphics.
Definitely.
Yeah.
No hints. No hints. Well, let's see. I guess this really ain't a hint. Another big news update for Archangel this week, and actually for Guardian and what's going on. So let's take it to another level. Brainstem. It completed its phase 1 development. Hold on, let me go back to that exact announcement so that way I make sure I'm not forgetting anything. It is buried again. Okay. So let's see here. We have Staking Pool Cycles, Guardian, Update. Oops, that's
Yeah,
the
it
most
should be
recent.
just below that. I guess the
Right there. Yeah, so on January 22nd, today the Brainstem team conducted their phase 1 debrief and officially finished phase 1 of the project. This was a massive effort that started in late November, and the team completed all tasks in 9 weeks of work. Phase 1 was a technical phase, and there were many hurdles with this team to clear. Many of them team members came from within the Arca community based on their professional skills and expertise. Now, this serves as a testament to one of Arca's core principles: utilize the diverse experience that exists within the community to form professional teams and build solutions. This team achieved that goal and proves that the Arca community can expertly accomplish tasks normally assigned to private sectors or commercial teams. That right there, that's huge. When Arca was founded, that's what it based its whole morality on, is the community, right? They gave Arca community a chance to see what they could do and compared to commercial development teams. And judging from what I'm reading here, like this is massive, that this is all pulling together really, really, really well. This community shined with what they had going on, and 9 weeks to build an entire whatever it is that Brainstorm has going on. I'll let you guys figure that one out on your own.
Building its database.
It's a platform, as simple as that.
Yep.
So Demented Crypto, thank you. Yeah, good to see you too.
Ooh. All right, Storm, what do we have here, sir? I would also like to create an Archa Cafe in Spanish, space in Spanish, where some of the people in the community can contribute ideas. What do you think, sir? Please. Yes. That's what this is all about. The more people that we can get, the more diversity we can bring into this, the further this reach is going to be. And, you know, with Archangel and the Archa Cafe, this is something that we were trying to kind of revolutionize the space with, like bring them something that they're not used to.
Yep.
I am all for it, guys. Like, if I could speak a lick of Spanish, I'd be right there with you. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Here, not to flex, but now, Storm, si puedes, hazlo.
Oh,
I just said, if you can, do it.
Thank you. Yeah,
We
I
got
get
time.
lost.
Story. We got time. I'll teach you.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we
we
have
don't
our
have
whole-
time.
we're only so far away.
Yeah, we don't have time. Remember, me, you, and was it Oaf? One of us, a third person had a bet with Caesar. Remember that competition, and I have
He's
fallen.
on the stream right now.
Was that you, Mr. Roslin, that was going to do it too?
might be, yeah.
I know, we got so sidetracked with life.
How long?
Yeah, it was me actually.
Was it
I think it
6
was in
months?
one of those episodes we were discussing about this.
Yeah, it probably
I-
was.
I don't
No,
remember
Terry?
what the time frame was either.
Yeah, Terry, you have a great idea there. I love that. Love to bring that in and get that diversity in. But I would also love to see, you know, a channel focus for that community, for the ones who
Yeah.
no habla English.
No hables inglés.
Thank you.
No problem. I got you, Caddy.
Yes. Let's see here. Busted. What are we busted about? What'd I miss? See, now you're caught. Welcome to welcome.
something.
Yes, I got a feeling something's going to pop up here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't hold nothing to it. So another thing. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay. So I can vouch for this firsthand because I've been doing my own research into this over the last couple weeks. We have been trying to learn how this system works. How does one platform pull data and display your price? How does one platform pull and display, you know, how many tokens you hold? You know, APIs are very, very big in the programming world. It's critical. You got to have those endpoints. So I started getting venturous. You know, I use Coinbase Wallet. As we all know, the Coinbase Wallet does not show price, and it drives me freaking insane because I can't hide the old contract, and I'm here stuck looking at that. So, and you know, it's something that I notice a lot of people are having that same issue with. And it's like, all right, I want to figure this stuff out, dude. I got myself in a rabbit hole. Hey, I'm telling you, it is a circle, just a big circle around. You want to look at Arca's ecosystem? That is kind of a similar concept. You got Uniswap, you have CoinGecko, you have Nomics, you have CMC, you have Etherscan. And you know what? They all intertie with each other, but each different place supplies a different piece of information at their source.
Yep.
Oh my God. It's been fun. It is crazy how all this works, but the reality of it is a recognized broken system. Just point blank. To get support from any of these guys is very, very difficult. From a project level, from an investor level, it doesn't matter how you approach it. The communication there is broken. Let's see here. Storm was saying, thanks, sir. I'm going to work on the basis of creating the Arca Cafe space in Spanish. Thanks, friends. Remember that I trust and love this project 100% firm. Sir, you've been with us for a long time. That artwork shows it. I would love to learn some of your skills. I've attempted, and I have failed miserably. There's just no doing it.
Some skills are not supposed to be learned by us, Caddy. So,
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what? He's got the
Yeah.
artwork side. We've got the
YouTube side.
voice side of Arc.
Yes. Yeah.
Somebody else will be the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just that pot stirrer. I find an issue and I'm like, all right, I start digging in until next thing I know, I opened up 10 cans of worms.
That's true. I mean, just for the sake of it, because I think I quoted this earlier. I don't know. I'm not so good with art. The moment I drew a hibiscus flower once on one of my school days, it was shown as an amoeba, right? So that's where I said, okay, not my cup of tea. I don't want to
Yeah.
be drawing archangel symbol and someone comes and tells me something else about it. No.
I'm right
Yeah.
there with you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even draw stick figures. Like, come on, guys.
I mean, that looks cool,
I
Kerry.
give up. Can't happen.
That does look cool.
Yeah. I can't do no flaming Lambo here, but
You can do flaming stickman now.
yes, flaming hangman. Let's see here. We could take this one step further, and let's see here. What do we got from Terry? You could take this one step further and translate to people who are deaf, which is 5% of the world. You know what? That is a very valid point. If you had a sign language person on, that would be the first and open up to holders. That is critical, but I love the idea, but there's probably one key reason why you don't see that on here a lot. Now, as you're streaming live, you don't get this privilege, but if you were to go back and replay this, there are captions available. So that's why that's something that you see very limited in the space. But for live streams, no, that is a great idea. If you can help me find somebody who is a sign language fluent, I'm all for it, because let me tell you, what I've mastered, I cannot show on this channel. And I've only mastered that one finger. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's the finger.
yes.
I thought
Gotcha.
I thought the other
Thumbs
finger.
up.
No,
Yeah.
because
Braille on
that
the-
finger doesn't require
Yeah.
a language.
No. Let's see here. Braille on the forms. Hey. I am truly waiting, and this is probably something that has been created, is an actual monitor that is capable of presenting Braille. That actually would cause the screen to come up a little bit, and they would literally just run their fingers across. Like, sorry, I probably just made somebody a freaking billionaire. Remind me to edit this, guys. Okay, that was at 38 minutes.
I'm gonna go ahead and write that on my notepad.
Yep, I got it written
Yeah.
down too.
Yeah, let me just speak to my engineer crew, okay?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to take it down real quick.
No. The one good thing, guys, is I should be able to stop the upload, go in, do the edit, and then let the upload continue. I done so good. 15 streams, and from what I remember, my first fraudulent slip, actually vocally. But you said you caught me the other week when my dog was acting up.
Yeah, we caught you.
Dang it.
It's okay, it happens.
Yeah.
We're not gonna hold it over your head for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll hold over my head longer. Let's see here. Haptics, maybe.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, sir? Okay, you got to fill me in because I don't know what that means.
Your haptic feedback actually gives you that braille kind of a feedback, like you have this telegraph signals, right? The same
Mhm.
way. So
Okay.
and I believe there is actually a device which converts like your keyboard, right? So whatever you input on the text, it actually has this plastic tentacle kind of stuff. They move around to create that braille format.
Yep.
it's
Yep.
it's already existing. In fact, it's like a keypad. So
Okay.
it's, and also there is a smart book as well. I think I saw it in the previous year's CES where they launched it, or some other tech expo. I do remember it very clearly because this was kind of a book format or a tablet kind of a format wherein whatever text or voice you input, it used to convert it with physical buttons which are in braille. right? They used to align themselves according to whatever you want to input or probably output the text. So that's existing, that's already there as a device, but probably not used on the mainstream.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second here, guys. I just got an image that we have been given permission to show, but it's gonna take me a second.
Okay.
I got to do this. And now, if you are in the Telegram, you will have already seen this image. But for those that who are not, bear with me for 1 second. Makes it a pain. I need to get somebody who is very good at organizing in my life. Let's put it that way. Um, where did that just go? This is my point exactly. I have 100 folders on my freaking computer. And you would think it would go to my downloads, but it don't.
Oh no, no, it'll go to
Never.
this one that goes to that one that goes over there. You have to go
Yes.
through like
Okay.
5 different sources.
Hey, you know what? Who thought we'd be talking about that enough tonight? So, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or not. Let's see here. But this is the 2022 token and component build schedule.
No,
You haven't
Nope.
seen this yet, Mr. Oslin? Okay.
no, I haven't seen it.
So,
I think I've missed this one. Wow.
this was dropped earlier this morning, I believe. I overslept
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, and I think I scrolled back to see it. But anyway, this is the roadmap for the token and components for their scheduled release this year. Now, keep in mind that some of the stuff that you're seeing on this page was not scheduled until I want to say it was Q2, Q3 of 2023. We are here today with it. So in Q1, you'll see that we have the market watch as a component, the token data as a component. You'll see Brainstem as its own token, marketers and influencers as a component, and Scratch, all by March 31st, all by the end of Q1. Now, with that being said, look at Q2. Quarter 2 is going to bring to Guardian the risk analysis and Herald. So, do we want to go over a little bit about what some of the stuff is? Maybe kind of hit some key points of, each topic?
Yeah, I guess one major thing that I'm actually seeing on this image is what sort of projects would be having their own native token and what would just be components into the Guardian platform. And
So,
that's something which is significant for me over here.
yep,
So
what
in the
you're
first,
looking at is
yeah,
where you see, if you look to the right, like Brainstem, for example, you have the
right,
logo. To the right, you see token. For marketers, influencers, you have the logo, and then you see component. So the ones that are the tokens are going to be their own independent token or be their own native
absolutely.
token. So we're looking at just from Guardian alone. This doesn't include Epic 2 yet or the external components. Just from Guardian, we expect the 2 tokens to be launched. Or I'm sorry, because Scratch is in
One,
there as well. Thanks for
yeah.
throwing me off with that. Sorry, Tim. I just really brought you into the system. We have Scratch. That's the external project, and then we have Brainstem. Now, you know what? That's right. There is the third token that I'm not seeing, and it's because it's the entire page. Is the Guardian token itself. Yeah, sorry, that went through me for a loop for a second. But what we're looking at, guys, is this is just another version of that roadmap of what we're looking to do in 2022.
Yep.
Mhm. This is a much different roadmap. It gives you a lot more details on understanding how Guardian is, what does it contain, and what are the timeframes that we are seeing components added up to Guardian, and what are the timeframes that we are seeing currently, at least for any new project that is actually getting into the Archangel ecosystem. So quickly running through, I believe Market Watch, token data, those two go intertwined hand in hand, because Market Watch is something which you have as a component which gives you details on the price, the movement, and when it's launched, all those stuff. And token data would be any information regarding the project, which I believe the owners of the token who would be listing it would be providing, right? So
Yep.
that's one part when it comes to these two components. And the third one, Brainstem token, it would be a video platform similar to what we see on YouTube. So, but that will have details of whatever tokens are listed on the Guardian platform. And I also believe there would be some educational content too available that I think will be able to see it. And uh,
Yep.
these brainstorm videos, as far as I'm aware, will be vetted by few of the people who would be from Archangel. Like they would run through the video for any material which is not supposed to be there, and then go ahead and upload it. So whatever you watch on the Brainstem platform is safe and secure and only relevant to whatever the particular project or the token is planning to come out with, right?
Right.
So that's
So
something that's really important.
yeah, with Brainstem, it is solely focused, and you're exactly right there, Mr. Aslan. It's going to have its own what they're called authenticators that are going to authenticate content that is being brought into that platform. Now, with that being said, is that Brainstem is solely focused for educational for novices and vets alike. There will be some very simple how-to videos, some very simple explanations of what is, of what are. If we break it down in that simplicity, you can understand how that library can build very, very fast because we wanted to make sure Brainstem is easily to follow, easy to understand, and easily to execute what it is you're trying to do. You could be something looking as simple as what is a seed phrase, and next thing you know, you're reading 10,000 articles on it, and you forgot what is even that you're looking for. There's just things like that that is going to cover the basics, the fundamentals of crypto, the history of crypto, the common platforms, the common everyday tools that you utilize and you don't even realize.
Yep.
It will help you unlock the power of some of these apps that you use on a daily, some of the features that you may not understand. It's one of those things that it just gets you intrigued. It excites the heck out of me.
Yeah, and one more thing which I want to really add in over here is the videos that should be part of. I would say that should be part of, because we are still yet to see how it is going to come out. But we do not want to see videos of 50x token, 100x token. Those kind of hype created videos are nothing but BS.
Yep.
Nothing apart from that, because I have been seeing from years now that all those people who speak about 100x 50x, they don't even care about what the token is in the
No.
background. They don't even know what the real functionality of the token is. They don't even know how market cap works. Certain basic elements they do not know, and they speak of, the price will be $1, the price will be 1 cent, the price will be 1000x.
Hmm.
Oh, seriously?
I know. And Mr. Aslan, I'm right there with you because, my channel, that's one thing I don't believe in.
Yeah.
I will never use that type of terminology on the Caddy channel. Now, with
Oh
that
my
being
god.
said,
So that's something that should be driven off, like
yeah,
you cannot be in that the box or the echo chamber, as they want to call it, where you only keep hearing that, okay, this is the 100x token. Now look at the market 2 days back. All those
yes,
so-called tokens have fallen down 50%.
yep,
Not even a single one is out there which is not down by 50% or more. All right,
yes,
including all those good projects. I'm not directing it to any specific meme coin or any new project
yeah.
as such. All those good projects are down. Like, now how will you come up with 1000x now? Think of it. All right,
Well,
so
I mean, it's not
yeah,
that hard
personally.
now. It's already down 50%. It's already back. Oh, it's gonna be 10x.
Oh
It's like,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
there you go.
So,
There's the 10x.
so
That's good.
and since we're on this topic, that actually brings me to a
Uh-huh.
very, very valid point here. We're talking about a lot of us, we don't believe in that. Now, here's one big issue with a influencer, and I really think, Mr. Aslan, this is what separates an educator from an influencer.
Yeah,
Is that terminology right there? Is are you truly educating somebody about a project, or are you influencing them into something? Right there,
exactly.
that opens up the door to me to the marketers and influencers that's part of Guardian. Now, Guardian's going to have a section where influencers, marketers can come sign up. They can come fill out a little form about what they do, a little bio of who they are, the platforms that they use. And this gives a searchable database for marketers and influencers who, have taken the time to come on to Guardian and have been, vetted in one way or another and has some form of sustainability with what they're trying to do. They're not here to make a quick penny. They're here to literally make the best of their journey with what they're trying to do within crypto and from the heart. Now,
Yeah.
I can't speak on behalf of everybody because, again, I will admit, we are all a very unique group here. We're very rare ones that come across in crypto. Now, with that being said, you're going to see that broad range, but that will give a project the choice of the path they want to follow. You know, they're not going
Right.
to have to go out and automatically end up with that 100x influencer or this, look at this. Yeah, I don't even want to say it. Like, it's just dirty words to me. Um,
But you know
anyway,
what? I'll tell you. See, hype is good. I'm not saying hype is bad. You hype
right.
the project, you do whatever you want, but false hype is something which is not right. So you hype it with whatever facts you have on the project. You hype it with whatever good things are happening with the project. You hype it with whatever the team is working on in terms of products that they're going to come out with. Oh, okay. Now we are speaking about Guardian. Yes, I'm hyped. I'm hyped about Guardian because
Mm-hmm.
we know for a fact that these are the things that are going to come out, right?
Yes.
We have facts in front of us. It's on paper. That's what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you know that you can prove something that this is going to come out, this is going to happen. We were speaking about staking. We were all hyped about that. Yes, staking did come out. It is running absolutely fine right now. So all
Mm-hmm.
these things are the way that you need to go ahead and hype. Not like, even before you do not know the basics of a project, you go ahead and say that it's just 1000x, and you mislead people to going
Yep.
ahead and getting into it. I mean, to all those listening, just understand, guys, it's your hard-earned money. So ultimately, you cannot blame anyone who comes and tells you to go ahead and invest in a project, or even though they have the disclaimer, they're indirectly telling you it's 100x. So you're compelled to go ahead and invest in it, right? So I mean, please do your own research. Ensure that there are a lot of meme coin projects out there. Just be very careful about it. That's all. I'm not saying no, you cannot. You can definitely make some quick buck if you're smart, if you are smart alone,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If you
Yeah.
know when to get in, if you know when to get out, you can really make some good amount of money. But for people who are not so smart in terms of trading, they're very much new to crypto, I would advise stay away from those meme coins, even though they give you a 100x profit in the short term. All right, so you may
Now,
think that you are getting more, but at the end of the day you would end up losing more.
yes.
So just a
Now,
word of caution and advice, nothing else.
yes. I say I had to find it there real quick,
Oh
but
yeah, this
that
one.
also brings me to another point with that is the best investing strategy that I can, and I don't even want to say strategy. I'm not a financial advisor. First of all,
Hmm.
my strategy that I learned that works for me, leave all emotion at the door, all of it. Everything
Absolutely.
you've seen from an influencer, everything you've seen from this tweet leave that all aside.
Yeah.
Look at the facts in front of you. Leave that bad comment off on the side. Leave this hype comment on the side. You know, that's one's opinion. Now make your opinion, but make that an ethical and logical opinion that that you're building. Um,
Yep.
that's the best advice that I personally can give somebody.
No,
You
you're
know.
absolutely right on that, Caddy, because see, the only reason that you need to stick to a project or invest in it is only because of what it can do.
Yep.
Not because I would say personally, on if I want to invest on any of the crypto projects out there, first and foremost, I would look at are the products that they are going to come out with. If they are
Yes.
coming out with any of the products, the
Yeah.
first one, how well do they go ahead and withhold their promises or words of what they
Yep.
have told,
Yep.
and the people behind it. The main reason on the people front is because the people are the one who deliver it, right? So if there is a very good team behind the project, and a team where you can get some belief and trust built into, then yeah, I'm in for it. That's the way
Mm-hmm.
I look at certain projects. Now there are two strategies that I also have personally. On one side, I look at these projects where I just go ahead and put some amount, whatever I can afford. I buy in when I can, and I just leave it there. I know for a fact that this is my personal target, and for that to reach, it might happen within 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. You never know. But I have a
Yep.
personal target set, and until that target reaches, no matter what the chat shows me, I won't sell.
Yep. Yeah.
That's how I am. All right.
And
And there is another set of investments which I keep for other side where I just play around. I go
mm-hmm.
ruckus. Okay. I just play around. So it's just like a few couple of $100. You just move around here and there. Just see, throw it in. It's like, kind of playing poker, right? Gambling. You call it that.
It
I just
is.
gamble. So, but yeah, not too much of it, because
But
again, if you want to gamble, you only gamble what you can afford to lose.
yep.
Yep.
And I have had my fair share of losses. Let me be very honest on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I say
So
I tried
you need
day
to be
trading
careful there
once.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the problem is when you get wrapped up into that chart watching and chart trading is what I call it.
Yeah.
you don't know the fundamentals of that project. If you don't research the fundamentals of a project, you just don't know what might actually come out of that whole situation.
I'll give you all a small tip, okay? I'll give you all a small tip. One thing which is from my experience, all right? The moment you see some big green candles building up continuously, say for 1-2 hours duration, there are only two things that would happen: one, a rug pull, and two, a price drop.
Yep,
So
a
be prepared for
correction.
it.
Yep.
All right, be prepared for it. So do not be happy about seeing only green candles for the past 1 or 2 hours or so. Okay, there will be people who will sell it.
Yes.
All right.
And and you need
So
to see
yeah,
that in order for a true healthy chart, you got to see that consolidation. You got to see
yeah,
that transfer of holders, and
exactly.
if you don't see that, then like you're right, Mr. Aslan, get worried. If you're not seeing that occur, then there's something that you need to go back and reassess about a project overall.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
and I would say I follow that similar strategy. I give my window a little more than just a couple hours. I usually give myself about a 6 or 8 hour window.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm looking and that is all I see, then yeah, I go back and I start like, okay, what maybe have I overlooked here? Is there a critical piece of information I overlooked, rather it's good or rather it's bad? Which is why that now anymore, when I get into a project, I go through my Fort Knox vetting, and 98% of projects, I'm sorry for you, you don't pass the caddy test, and I can't help that. There's a reason why I do that, and so far it has held true and loyal to me. So let's see here. Are we really not getting no comments tonight, or am I just not seeing them?
Yeah, the last I see is when Lambo. I guess people are actually waiting for an answer for that.
Oh, well, in Lambo. Well, how about when Hondo? I'll
No,
say it for
I have
Joe.
an answer for when Lambo now. I have
Uh-oh.
an answer for when Lambo now. Tell you what, guys, Lamborghini is actually getting into the NFT space and they're releasing their own NFTs pretty soon. So watch out for that so you can get your Lambos there.
Standing by. Standing
I
by
see
for what?
I know. He's waiting for some big news drop, probably.
Everybody's
He's
just like
wait.
over there just
Oh,
watching.
look at that.
Yes.
He's just waiting
I-
for Joe.
You know,
I was going to say, hold up.
honestly,
Aren't we just chopped liver?
if this was like 2-3 months ago when we started out, I would have been like, funny. But no, Joe just randomly show up and be like, hey, I'm in. Like, he's done this so many times where he would just text Caddy, hey, invite me in.
Send me a link. Yep. Give me a link.
Give me a link in 10 minutes.
Jerry, as Rose says, when Earth meets heaven. I don't like that winch, and I'm sorry. Okay, let me clarify something right here and now. For those of you who do not use Telegram, Rose is a bot. She is an evil bot.
Don't worry, somebody already clipped that. It's going across
She's
the
a
world.
naughty bot.
I know. Oh
It's just
man,
the
I
world
just
of YouTube.
it's a love-hate relationship with that
The bot.
Yes, and it's funny because if I'm really, really tired and I'm in that Telegram, I argue with her just for the fun of it.
I do it if I'm bored. If I'm bored, I just start messing with it. I told him a couple times, like, shut up.
Yep. I'm waiting for Ed to program, like he sees me all the time yelling at her. I'm waiting for him to program her to say a certain thing when I say that phrase. And I'm just waiting for it. It's going to happen.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's see here. The 85 Corolla is a much better model, at least 100 less. Hey, you know what? I started with a car worth about as much. I had a 90. Okay. All right, Tim, I'm going to prove you right about something right here. You have said that I probably came from a Pontiac at one point in my life. And yes, I understand that joke. I did start with a Pontiac as my very first street legal car. Yes, it was a 90 Le Mans, 1.6 liter little freaking 5-speed. That thing was popping all over town. But
notice how he said street legal, though? That worries me.
yeah, we're not going to talk about the other stuff.
What other stuff you had there, Caddy?
I love to
let's
see the
see.
excitement with Caddy when it comes to cars,
yeah.
I love to see his face.
Oh, man. Guys, one of these nights I'll pull a few pictures. Back then,
that would be cool.
yeah, my first actual car, it wasn't street legal, but my first actual car was an 86 Camaro IROC, and I was restoring it. Fun car. Now, keep in mind, you're talking to a guy who's owned 6 Camaros total, and I do not have a good story how any of them ended, so we will leave that one alone. I could share, one of them literally burned to the ground. I was driving home from work, fuel pump caught fire, and it went up like freaking 4th of July. Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very sad day. But enough. We're not going to bore with that. Let's see here. I picked up on that too. Street legal.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to look for the next street legal car. Right.
Yes. I'm telling you, man. I don't know about you,
Probably,
Quester,
you
but
know what? In the next upcoming days, you never would have cars which are street legal. They would be all sky legal.
you know, the government's already trying to take my cars. They're saying they're too big gas guzzlers. So there was one point they was giving me money for those things. Like, here, we'll pay you to ship this to a junkyard. Yeah, no, get out of here with that crap. Let's see here. Zen was saying I started with an 81 F100, bought it in 2012. Hey, if you found a 81 F100 that was still running in 2012, props.
Yeah, that wow.
Don't get me started with Ford.
Okay. The amount of care and maintenance and just effort the owner had to put into that car is insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Because let's put it this way, the old F100 is today's Ranger. And let me tell you, they still had the same problems back then as they do today. It ran about 3 seconds. Yep, sounds about right.
Just enough for the test drive.
Yeah. Just enough to get it home.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying, Quester, you know, we're both from very similar areas.
Yep.
Cars are a thing here, man. You know this.
Yep.
I love taking my little weekend trips up to Chi-Town and having a little bit of fun up that way. I quit having fun near home. Let's put it that way.
Well,
You don't crap
point,
where you eat.
Yeah, like you get to the point like it's the same place, so you got to just drive around, and then next thing you know, you're in like some off the wall city, and you're like, okay,
Yep. It's like
it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's why I was like, look at the watch, like, okay, that's where the day went.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to get this flipped on Car Talk. I don't even know how that happened. I think I blame Zen for that one. Zen, no. Let's see here.
He donated it to charity
to get it out of his life. Hey, you know, some of us have been there before with cars. There was a couple of them. I said, "Here, take it. Here's the title. Just get it out of here." Yeah. Let's see. So we need to jump back on that Guardian image. There is still not everything is in my vault. Yes, I know it's not your fault, but it's not in your vault. Well, here we'll make it your fault, but come to my vault. Deal? No. Okay.
Well, you could always make an NFT and trade them between yourselves, so it's okay.
Yes. I need to find somebody. All right. So I have some NFT ideas that I just want to toss around. I really want to get familiar with that space. I'm just not familiar with NFTs. You know, overall, I know their functionality, I know their capability, but I don't know the technicals of it. That's something I'm going to get into sooner or later. And watch, I'm going to have.
If you have any basic questions, Caddy, just shoot it aside so we could have a discussion. I can share what I know.
Definitely. And now that we got Storm,
help others. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that Storm's coming in, dropping bombs, saying stuff about NFTs, you can only imagine.
We really need to know about it. Yeah.
It's too much for me to save for, man.
Yes. Okay. So I will get to the second comment second. Zen, you, sir, are bad. Every time I come around. Bad. I do not have my Tom and Jerry thing right now. Let's see. No.
Let's hop back over to the main real quick. So drop that.
But you want to know what's messed up about this? Before Archangel, and seriously, like for how persistent he's been, I literally probably would have second guessed myself. I'm like, all right, I'm going to drop some more money. But Arca has truly forced me to look at that money management. Like seriously, don't rob one project to hurt another. That's not what this is about. It's about learning to manage your finances of what you have now and budgeting it around. And with Guardian, with Brainstem, with Scratch, with Spider, it really made me take that step back. Like, holy crap! Like I couldn't go dig in my neighbor's couch cushions and find enough to get me through this. So yes, hold on one second. There is a very important thing. Where did it come at? Where did it drop at? Right there. Bam.
Last
guys,
one, yeah.
The Scratch team. Oh yes, at 8:08. And by the way, if Kara's around, I'd love to see her comments on that time. I'll give her a chance to say something before I drop the whole what that means to me. But yes, podcast tomorrow at 8:08. And I can assume that is PM Eastern Standard Time, correct?
I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess so.
I'm gonna drop by that podcast whether it's in the morning or at
Yeah.
night. I got
That's the thing. I love dropping
got
in on
to.
them guys. It's like, I'm just around and around. And next thing I know, oh, there's Caddy. Where did he come from? And Zen catches me every freaking time. When's your second donation? You can't come and hang out without us.
Okay, yep. It's at 8:08 p.m. on Twitter Space.
8:08 p.m. Okay.
Count me in.
Yes. So 8:08. That's gonna be 7:07 or 7:08 for me.
7:07. We're gonna
Yeah.
be back in an hour.
Yeah, it's gonna throw me off.
I'll text you. Don't worry. I'll text you like 5 minutes prior. Hey, get on.
Yeah.
Twitter Space, quick.
Like I really need to find an automated assistant where it says, okay, here's a time for something. I click on that and it automatically goes to some schedule. Like, hey, here's this.
Dude, that's probably not too far off in the future. We're gonna have like robotic assistants at 8:08.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's already, in a way, it's already there. Right now, it's like, for example, in my Gmail, in my Google, my personal email,
Mhm.
I'm getting notifications I got bills due, and I'm like, how the heck does my email know this? Like, okay, now you guys are scaring me. Like the other night, me and Kara, we're talking about Canva doing some thumbnails, right? My TV plays a Canva commercial.
I kid you not. I forgot what it was. I was talking about something. Maybe
Caddy
it was
looks like someone is spying on your entire
Oh, yeah.
house.
Yeah.
It happened to me too. I forgot what it was. I was talking about something with a buddy, and I pulled up YouTube. Like I just opened the app. I don't even know why. I just opened the app. The first ad I saw was an ad for that, and I was like,
Wow. It does happen, you know.
like,
Yeah, it does
I'm gonna
happen. When you are thinking of something, immediately you see something that comes up in
I
front
was like,
of you.
I'm
on
gonna
that.
take this
Yeah.
phone. I'm gonna go in the other room. I'm gonna lock it in there, and then we're gonna keep continuing our conversation. Next thing I know, my recommended's gonna have everything we talked about.
Yeah.
True.
Normally I just take this as a normal comment, but that whole "I'll find you" thing, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. No, the other night I dropped in their Telegram, was joking around for a minute. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. The next thing I know, I look over at my Telegram, blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light. I'm like, all right, let's go see what's up. I'm like, okay, you tracking me down. But no, I look forward to that, guys. They're doing, basic crypto education on that Twitter space. Make sure to go check that out. Give me 1 second here. I will also drop you guys. This one's going to take me a moment to pull up, but we're also going to get you Scratch's official Twitter account here. I just got to make sure my screen's not sharing. Okay. All right, bear with me.
Yep.
And I agree with you, Zen. Budgets are king.
So, Questa, on the
Goodness
same lines, do you own any NFTs?
No, not yet. Mostly because I haven't found one that really interests me. So I'm hoping when storms hit, because I've been saying this for like months. Like, if there comes out an Archangel NFT, I'm buying it. I don't care how much it is. I gotta get my hands on it.
Yeah.
So I may keep that like the very first NFT being like an Archangel one, and then I might just start buying one or two because I like this one or I like that one. So we'll see.
Go shopping.
Yeah, we're gonna start NFT shopping.
Okay, guys, hold up 1 second. So I dropped that one link there, and for some reason it decided to add a tail onto the ending of it. So we're gonna try that one there for you guys. It is just twitter.com /scratch token as one word. Again, I recommend following, though. No matter how many links I drop here for you, I will still yell at you if you click that link. Make sure to go find it from the official channels. Yep. That is the best way, best practices. Beat that stuff into your head so that way you can stay safe out there as much as you can.
Yeah.
And how do you know my Apple Wallet?
Who said that?
Timmy, yes, he does. Tell him to
Looks
open
like
his Apple
someone's
Wallet.
spying on you too.
Oh.
We have a lot of secret spies in this group today.
You're right.
Wait, tell who to open their Apple Wallet. Wait a minute, I missed that.
Questa,
Aslan asked me if I had NFTs, and I said no.
So
Tim popped in like, yes, he does. Check your Apple Wallet.
we went to crypto saying that
So one,
Questa has it in his Apple Wallet.
yeah. So one, he knows that you have an NFT, and two, He knows you have an app, iOS.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous.
See, look at that.
I mean, I
Wester.
would be, but like earlier in the main, like I think right before the stream started, I did say I have an iPhone, so
Oh, look at that.
maybe
You
I
need to be
won't be
careful
too
with what you
scared.
let out, Boa.
I don't
Lot
know.
of
I
keen listeners out there.
yeah.
Tomorrow, don't burp out
Privacy.
your Ethereum wallet address or your seed phrase.
Yeah. Oh,
Never. Okay. So
man.
back on point here. Guys, we're getting so far off topic. That's what I love about this. Hold on. Where did the image go? I think I closed it. I did. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we went over about the marketer influencers. We went over a little bit about Brainstem. And I am so sorry, BCB. You asked us to go over this like an hour ago.
I mean, this is what happens at the cafe. Some other hot topic comes in and we just drive off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can't help that. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
We were at marketers and influencers, right?
Yes. So we was leaving off the market influencers. Then we talked a little bit about Brainstem. The next thing we want to talk about, token data. That is something that is expected to come out in Q1 as well. Live token data. We've inside the Telegram. Some of us have had the privilege of seeing that UX, the user interface of what this is going to potentially look like, and I can't wait to see that data point. And then, of course, Market Watch. Now, Market Watch, help me out here.
Yeah, it's about the graphs and stuff, and probably giving you details on how the entire crypto market is performing. Like similar to you have the first page on CMC where you have all the tokens listed, their graphs, their market caps, their diluted market caps, their liquidity details, all those stuff. That's what you get with Market Watch, and probably you might have a ranking system which is different from what we see in CMC. We don't know yet. I think those are yet to be revealed. But I would definitely love to have a ranking system which is different than what we see in CMC, because that's only ranked based on your diluted market cap or so. But that's not the only ranking that you need to give to any crypto, right? So there are a lot many other factors that you need to definitely consider. Be it the what you can say, how legit a project is, how well the project is actually performing. I mean, market cap is just an indication again, because I mean it's a bit complicated for newbies to understand. But if you look at it that way, if you are creating a token of 1 million supply and just peg one token to $10, then it's a 10 million market cap. That's how it is calculated. All right. So it's entirely dependent sometimes on the owner. On you can manipulate the market cap values as well, right? So that's the total market cap. I'm speaking of fully diluted market cap. The actual market cap is one thing to consider, because that's what gives you an indication again on how much money is invested in any of the projects, right? Although the starting market cap again depends on lot many other factors. When you're launching a token, you're having all many other factors to think of. I don't want to get too technical. I'm sorry. I want to keep it as simple as possible. But simply put it this way, your initial market cap entirely depends upon the total number of tokens that you want to give to liquidity, as against the price of Ethereum or BNB or whatever is the other token pair that you want to pair it with, right? So if the price of the other token which you're pairing is lower, then your market cap sometimes would be a little higher or lower, depending upon how much you're doing the pairing. Whether it's 50-50, whether it's 75-25, people go for various ratios to get the price right. So there are a lot many such stuff involved. So I want to definitely see a new ranking system for crypto based on many other factors apart from just a market cap.
So that takes me to, if you look on the screen, I got an arrow pointing to one critical component that is actually scheduled for Q4.
Token strength.
And that is that token strength. That's going to bring a whole new realm of how a token is graded. Of that, exactly what you're talking about, the rankings. It's not going to rely solely on trading statistics. It's going to rely on a lot more data than that. And that is why that is pushed all the way out to Q4. That is going to be one component that is going to need to utilize that market watch, that token data. It's going to need to utilize the risk analysis, also Spider, and possibly even DeFi. That's why that is at the very end of the spectrum, because that is what is going to tie all this together. Now, I'm not going to give out too many secrets on that. Let people's mind wonder of how everything that you're seeing here on the screen right now, all of it.
Yeah.
Ask yourself this one question. How can this one piece help another piece that's on this paper? And if you can connect a dot to every single one of those, then you may have figured out the bigger picture Guardian of what its capability is. That is
Yep.
one good way to start looking at that.
And that's what I really loved about Guardian when it was first out, and the entire ecosystem concept over here with Archangel, right? So it's not just one single product. Each one of the component or the token that you see over here on this particular chart or sheet is a individual product in its own way. And the way that everything ties up to one single entity, and it's just a one stop shop. Think of it like a mall where you have a movie theater, where you have a normal shop, a food court, a play area, a library. Everything is inbuilt into it, right? So
Yep.
it's just that one single entity and one single platform, and it's one stop shop, right? That's what I would like to call it. And the way that you go ahead and execute it, and the way that you intertwine all these components, that's also really nice. And that's what I loved about the entire ecosystem and Guardian, in fact.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they
And
individually can work. Like if you want to just go ahead and look for token data, yeah, you come down to here, look for token data and move on, right?
oh yeah.
If you want to look for only videos related to the token, come down here, visit Brainstorm, view the videos, then move on. It's not
Now,
like you need to be glued over to this particular platform every single time. But yes, if you are glued over to the platform, you'll be benefited more because you have other areas where you can actually do your research or progress your research within without the hassle to move around different websites,
right.
right?
Yep.
And getting caught into that rabbit
Yeah.
hole. Now,
Exactly.
another key point that I want to point out there too, like you're saying, Mr. Oz, on how Brainstem and the independent projects with their own videos. Now, imagine if you're looking at that tokens data and you just happen to see a link to a video about it.
Yeah.
You know, it brings all that research into one place. Now, we have many more components of this to talk about. Risk analysis. Now, I don't want to touch too much on that one just yet because that one is still very early on and not a lot of details have been released.
Yeah.
And Herald, though, the communication side of things, the Herald, however you want to pronounce it. I really see that particular component is going to play a very, very big role with Guardian. And I think as we watch this unfold more and Herald realizes the potential it can offer, because keep in mind, guys, that each piece of this offers a utility individually.
Yep.
I see that communication aspect just with the problems that are within crypto today and the many recognized and broken processes that just no one's tried to address. I think we will see that evolve drastically within this ecosystem. Now, another key component here, Genelok. We are going to... It takes you back to that wealth management aspect. That's the best way I can put it, is the wealth management. We got Geraldo Riviere. I seen you smiling over there. Geraldo, wait, help me out here. My mind's drawing a blank. Am I going back to Family Matt? No, I can't think of who that is. Anyway, but Genelok, guys, that is helping you understand how to manage wealth, how to manage money, manage finances. See BCB. I can't wait for Genelok. I can't wait for a lot of this. Every single icon on the screen, every logo, serves a much needed purpose within the space. Every logo addresses an issue within crypto. And that's what this is all about. Now, me personally, I'm still hooked on that Spider. It's very unique. It's very secretive of what's going on with it. That covers component number 5. I will still always call it component number 5. To me, it is a top secret operation going on. With this team and what they've proven is capable within these little projects, and when they say that they're addressing, something along the lines of security and digital identity, and we're talking about, if I remember, that Telegram announcement said that that's anticipated to be one of the most sought after tokens and projects within crypto. Let's think about this. Joe don't waste his breath for nothing. And we can see that based off of this actual chart, it's not only going to come into its own token, but follow the red line. And it all of a sudden becomes its own epic. So imagine the growth out of that, of the potential. Like, I just see it, guys. I'm sorry. I look past it all. And then, we come over to quarter four and we see the token strength in DeFi. And DeFi is also something so large that it could become its own project. Let's see here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually laugh because Caddy has been part of many secret projects, and we are only not aware about it.
I
No,
don't
he
know what you're
keeps a
talking
lot of
about.
secrets from us. Caddy, what you hiding?
No. I'm just that YouTuber, guys.
Hey,
I'm a
don't
guy
worry,
who's got a
guys.
lot of time on my hands.
He's only like 3 hours away from me.
Yep.
Oh, look
I,
at
all,
that.
all it is,
Look at
I
that.
just need
Hold on. Let me go verify this real quick. I trust Lucifer with
Is it so?
But since the stream has started, if that is the case, that means it has gone up another 2.4, 2.3 since the stream has started.
2 point.
Wow, that's
no,
nice.
It was more because it wasn't it at a.
What's the gas, by the way? I mean, that should be the driving factor, I believe.
Yes. It was,
have no
well,
idea.
Quester,
I
for
haven't
you to
checked.
answer that earlier, it was 3.9 quad. And then, like, within 40 minutes, it went from that to 5.4. And now we just got an update of the 7.8 Q.
5.4. Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't trying to be like, wasn't trying to get my numbers right there.
Yes. So excited for
Mhm.
Brainstem Crypto Educational in one space. Yes, please.
Yeah.
It's educational. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting and intriguing. It's
Whoa.
going to be, well, what did I just do?
Gas is just like $40 to $43.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Etherscan right now. It says it's 86 Gwei.
Holy, that's low.
That
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Guys,
Quick,
okay.
If you guys have
Not
your
financial.
transactions, do them.
If you want to
Not
get in,
fin-
get in now.
Yes, not financial advice, but
But-
if you're looking to get in that staking pool, I promise you probably should do it in the next hour or so because gas is at an all-time low right now.
Caddy, the fact that we paired that together perfectly was great.
That was not planned.
But
That just shows how in sync we're starting to get here, guys.
But yeah,
Okay.
no, the
Wow.
Guardian, yes. The one thing that I find I really like the fact of is like looking at it as putting like in the shoes of a new investor. It's like when you're getting new into crypto, there's like 20 million different sites that you have to check, 20 million different things you have to go through, and all sorts of kind of weird, crazy things, and all sorts of different sites you have to jump in through and everything. To have everything in one spot, that way, no matter what you need for, let's say for today, you just need that video, but tomorrow you want to check that market, you don't have to go save 2 bookmarks. You only have to save 1 bookmark, and you can even have that website open, so you could check it and be able to get all of that information right there. You don't have to, the time saved as well, just trying to get through those sites. And since it'll be on Guardian, it'll all be verified, it'll all be trustworthy information. So that's the other huge game-changing thing as well. You don't have to no longer worry about, is this site reliable, or is this actually factual? It's all of it's one spot, all of it's true, factual. It's been checked by people, and it's presented to you for your own benefit, and also for your own education, and also to give you that kind of protection factor when searching into crypto. And that 65 gas, that is, wow. That is insane right there. I'm as excited to see all the upcoming projects as I'm excited to see what else is to come. Yes. And that's the other cool thing as well, with the Archangel itself, how much has happened, how much has come up, it's crazy. I keep saying this, if you would have told me when we started out this project that in January 2022 that you'd be having a all-in-one stop shop for crypto, a token that was going to have its own utility, it's going to have its own spot where it's going to be providing YouTube educational videos. You're going to have what else? A spot where you could communicate, a thing where you could help learn and control your finances, all in one place. It's crazy. Every problem that Archa sets out to solve does not need to solve world hunger. Start with smaller solutions and build them. Yes, that's exactly, yeah. Because the thing as well, it's like you build up those small problems, and you get those out of the way, and then all of a sudden, now those big problems become more manageable. You can do them a lot easier and a lot more efficient. And all it takes is just patience and building yourself up to those points. And that's something that's really important. And for a project to recognize that and to strive for that is huge.
Yeah, I totally agree to that.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Do you know how? Yeah, exactly. One bite at a time. I agree with you there, Sam. It's a weird analogy, but I agree with you. I don't know why you'd be eating.
Do you eat elephants?
No, not recently.
So have you eaten them?
No.
No.
No. I only see them in the circus.
Oh yeah. I mean, oh, okay. I thought not a literal elephant, but then all right.
Heard it both
My
ways.
first time staking, I have questions. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is the place to ask them. Go for it, you know?
Exactly. More than happy to answer anything we know about.
Definitely. And we've even got Joser here to help us, you know? So, there we go.
So, solution to 5 small problems may eliminate 10 big ones. So true. That's
Exactly.
absolutely right. I mean, because see, for us on a normal note, it might be a small problem, but every big thing started small, right?
Yep.
So, take anything for example, right? So, take Apple itself, or I mean, not just to quote some big companies or so, but just take that one single thought of, or Google, in fact, right? So, they just wanted to build a search engine. They just built, and where are they now? It evolved to something else right now. It's not just a search engine right now, correct?
I was going to
So
say, Google has, yeah, they started out as a search engine. Now
hmm,
they have their own phone. And, like,
yeah, I mean,
it's-
look at that. They have their own gadgets out there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with their own I think they even have their own gaming console, the Google's Stadia, right?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, I don't know.
Stadia
I'd
is
have
from
to
Google,
check.
right? The cloud gaming platform.
I was gonna say I haven't heard of it, honestly. I'd have
Yeah,
to. Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
I'd have to
like
double
you
check.
don't need a PC to actually play, because they will be providing you the hardware power, and
Hmm.
all you need is just an internet connection, and you
Really?
can play. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's called Stadia. So they have a device as well. It's like a PSP kind,
Uh huh.
and you can play high end games. And I'm not speaking of games which are like 8-bit, 16-bit ones. No, those are not the ones. I'm speaking of Call of Duty. I'm speaking of God of War. Those kind of games.
Wow.
And they provide you with a subscription service wherein they give you the hardware power, and they have dedicated servers out there. It's pure cloud gaming, right? Just like you have cloud storage,
Yeah.
they're giving you the raw hardware power, and all you need is just internet connection and a subscription to go ahead and play.
Wow. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's pretty huge.
that's news to me, but
I don't
that's
know if it's Microsoft or Google. I'm getting a little confused. Let me just Google it.
the way Microsoft
Let's
is
ask
going.
Google.
Like, too, it's like okay. So to answer you, Johnny,
Yeah,
there.
it's from Google.
Okay. So is it
You're
normal
right.
for the amount of token you stake to disappear from your wallet? Does the token staked still follow the market token
Token
price?
price.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead, Questa, on
Sure.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're essentially doing is you are taking the tokens out and you're putting them inside it's the staking wallet is what we call it, right? Yeah.
A
So
smart contract.
the
Yeah.
smart contract, sorry. So you put it into there, and that where it will be set for 3 months, and it collects the rewards throughout that time, and it does follow the market. price still. It's just you're not going to see it on your wallet if you have just the Arca contract. You're not going to see the whole amount and see its full amount there. You only see however much you left over.
Wow.
But after that 90 days, when you go to unstake, you get your original tokens and the rewards, and then it's whatever price is at the time that you unstake. So, also, no worries,
Yeah.
Kira. We
To
understand.
put it simple, Johnny, yeah. So put it simple, Johnny, that you're just taking your tokens from your wallet and putting it elsewhere, and you're
Yep.
not looking at them for like 90 days.
Yep.
That's the only thing that you're doing. When it comes to market price, see, you have your token count. That token count, whatever be the market price, will eventually be sold at that price itself if you want to sell it.
Yep.
Right. So that market price is not dependent on whether you stake your tokens or whether you keep it in your wallet. It's like you're holding it still. It's as simple as that. But you're not holding it in your wallet, but you're holding it through a smart contract on the staking platform. And for that, you're getting earned in terms of rewards.
Yeah, I
That's
was like,
the
it's
only
like
thing. Yeah.
yeah, it's like locking away, kind of locking away your tokens.
Yeah. It's
So
like
they're
you put it
kind
in
of
an FD, right?
yeah, they're
You
kind
put
of
in a
like in a
fixed
safe
deposit.
role for you. Yep.
Exactly. A fixed deposit or a safe. And that keeps earning you interest. And that interest will be paid out to you with your initial investment after 90 days.
Yep.
That's all. And the taxes that you have to pay for your fixed deposit amount, the same kind of concept, taxes you are paying here for the network fee for unstaking.
Yep.
Simple as that. So the market price and stuff, that depends entirely on the market. So once you receive 100 tokens which you have staked back with 110 tokens also, then that 110 tokens will definitely be worth what the price of that one token would be at the time of you taking it out. That's it. So it doesn't have any impact on the market price.
Yep. Yep. And there we go.
Surprised we
Stacey
don't see a
said it
staking
perfectly.
coin in return. Not every smart contract needs to have one, Terry. So few projects have staking coins that give you with an X mark or something like that, but it's not mandated. It's not mandated that you need to have a staking coin that needs to come out with.
Right.
As long as you see that your tokens are staked on the smart contract. Now, if you want to really view that your staking is actually through and done, you can take in the staking contract details and just go ahead to Etherscan and check there. Your transaction would be showing.
Yep.
Right. The moment you stake on your Etherscan in your wallet address, if you search, you would see the transaction where you have paid the gas fee for staking. Right. The to address which you have over there, go to the to address, and you will see that your amount of tokens whatever you have staked will be visible there on Etherscan. That's another way that you can actually go ahead and verify.
Yep.
Yes.
And Stacy actually puts it in a really nice, simple way. Is there too? It's like a savings account. It is. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
kind
you
of, yeah.
keep your funds there for X amount of time. You get X amount of interest, and you take them out after that. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't call it interest within the reward staking pool. It's just
No.
your rewards coming
It's
at
just
you.
rewards. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Miguel had a good question, and I do have an answer for
Mhm.
this one. So, hello guys, I have a quick question. Do you guys still planning to be on State of Mask, or do you guys plan to do something else? With State of Mask, that is still so new. That is very
Yeah.
new technology. Give it time, guys. That's all I can say is give them time. Make sure all the bugs are worked out. We've seen that they've hit some hurdles with their launch. That's common in the tech world. Bugs are very much not your friend in this space.
They're everywhere.
Yes, I am
They're
dealing with it
everywhere.
in
Yep.
I'm dealing with it in Excel documents right now. Like I'm ready to rip my hair out.
Yeah.
Um,
I can.
But-
I mean,
contest
it's
that.
too early, in my opinion, if you ask me on a
It is.
personal note, to get on to Cytomask and stuff. I think it's best that we wait it out and see how it all pans, and then see an opportunity to get in. Because, see, getting in on Cytomask is one side, but what is the benefit that you would get is also something that you need to think as well, right? And for that benefit to really unfold, you need to have the application up and running smooth, and lot many users are supposed to be on the app, right? The moment you have that user base built for the app, and then you go ahead and start listing on those platforms, that would give you that volume that you require, that would give you the exposure that you require. All those stuff will follow up after that, right? Now, how many projects wants to go on Binance, and why is that? Because you have a lot of exposure, you have a lot of people, you have a lot of users of Binance, right? It's the same way. So for and moreover, one more reason why I would say that we will have to wait is because the products that we on Archangel have to develop and launch, they are almost upcoming, right? So once you have certain products launched and then you look into these kind of platforms to go ahead and list yourself, that would give a lot more oomph factor in terms of marketing yourself, right? Rather than you just going ahead and listing, I mean, not only Cytomask, any platform for that matter, and giving out statements like, okay, we are going to come out with this, we are going to come out with that. We have not yet come out with anything, right? So ultimately what happens with those kind of projects which ideally give you all those kind of I would say promises, but sometimes they are, most of them, false promises, right? So they never deliver. You just need to hear to what they have to say, but they do not deliver. So that should not be the scenario. Now once you have a finished product, the way that people look at you is totally different, right? They look at it that, okay, they have a product ready, and why not get some money in so that they can we have proved that yes, this is what we have told that we are going to come out with, and we have come out with it, right? So that gives them a lot of trust, and that brings in a lot of other category of investors as well. Not the normal regular people like me, you, and everyone out there, but those people who are truly into investments, like the
Mhm.
investors as they call it, right?
Yep.
The actual investors, the big ones. So they look into products, they never look into just names and platforms that you are in. They look at finished goods and products and services, whatever you have to offer. So once you have these things ready, up and running, that is when you go ahead and look for these platforms, is my honest opinion, because that would give you a lot more factor, and
Yeah,
that would drive a lot more traffic, and that would give you a lot more exposure. You have a lot of more things to talk about, rather than just saying that we are going to come out with this. No, we have this.
Yep.
yeah.
Look at that. We
One
have this.
thing, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say one thing I've noticed as well, and the time that I've been here and everything is like there's it's huge. The crypto's huge on like show me, don't tell me. Like you can tell me all the way to the moon. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. This, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But until you tell me, until you show me, and you've actually done it, I don't want. I'm sorry. I'm not interested. Like show me
Yeah.
you got it, and show me you're done.
Hmm.
Then we're talking. Like I
Actually, you
noticed
know
this.
what? I'm a little worried. Does the moon really have that much of real estate to hold on all those people? Everyone wants to go to the moon,
You know,
but
moon's too
does it
populated.
really have that much of real estate?
Yeah, moon's too populated. We got to
Yeah.
find somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's our place
All right, we
assignment.
have Blue Collar Crypto coming out with another question related to Cytomask. What does it mean that Cytomask will be integrated into all Guardian DeFi projects? Now, as far as I know, there were talks. Again, these are very nascent talks, so I would wait for an official confirmation to come out and then probably speak about this elsewhere. But there are talks that there might be a API integration that could happen. That could happen,
Hmm.
not will,
What?
could happen. Again,
Yeah.
depends. Options were being looked into when it comes to DeFi, and Cytomask as an API, if you look at it, like having a swap on your Guardian platform through Cytomask was the concept. Okay,
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
not
Well.
exactly only Cytomask. Having a swap on your uh, Guardian platform is very much needed in the DeFi space. That's something that you can integrate. But
Yep.
Cytomask was one option. Yeah,
Yeah.
Carrie.
And so, yeah, I was just going to piggyback off of that is how that integration was actually how it's intended to occur is, for example, imagine like CMC or CG, and you're looking at token data. Well, what if you
Hmm.
could see every swap that token's available on? Where can you purchase that token? That's the whole point, is bringing user simplicity.
Yeah.
So, if, for example, and this is just an example, guys, say that token is available on SataMask as a swappable coin, you may see a link that's going to take you over to purchase that. And that's just to make it easier on one's journey of, researching a project and they're ready to buy. Well, why would we want to send them away from our platform at that point, or away from Guardian, to go make that purchase? That the whole point's to keep them there and keep them engaged with the proper links, with a vetted platform or a vetted service. Let's see here.
Keep it that one-stop shop there for people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So Guardian's token data platform can identify tokens in specific swaps, like Shiba Swap, SataMask, FEGX, etc. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one more thing is, like, you don't need to build another swap. There are a lot many out there. And I saw these questions, on the Telegram chat the other day. I think it's yesterday someone asked this again, like, how about Arca swap or stuff like that? I mean, you don't need it. Ideally, until and unless you're making something of a big change, right? You don't need a swap, because there are a lot many solutions available out there. why spend time and effort when you can just integrate those solutions into your platform? I mean, that's how you actually need to think. Uh, if you're a person who is on a business mind and you know that time is money, you don't need to invest so much of time and effort to build something which is already existing in the market. You have a finished
Hmm.
product, go ahead and buy it or go ahead and use it, right? that's
Exactly.
that's the intelligence that you need to have, because uh, that same time, effort and money or resources can be spent on something which is totally new into the system to bring into the world, right? So that's what is needed. Solutions in crypto, it should be unique. In crypto is something that many people want it, but not something which is already existing and just because you want to brand your name with it. That's not the way I look at it. Anyone can come out with a swap, but do you really need one? What are the
No.
big changes that you are doing in that swap? That's the main point that I would ask, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So I was actually just running some numbers after we got that update of what's in the staking pool.
mhm.
Guys, I had to triple check this because it's hard to believe. Currently, there is only 33.38% of the total supply in circulation
Arca.
of Arca. Yes, there is
Wow.
over 64% either locked, staked, or part of the multi-sig wallet or part of Uniswap.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
the official tokens in circulation as of this moment, that's why I was over here doing the math real quick. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
this seems a little off, but no, it is accurate.
okay.
There is 33.38% of circulating supply compared to the total circulating supply at one point at the max supply.
That is
Wow,
That
that's
crazy.
pretty huge.
it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, huge in the sense the news is huge, not the supply. Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
33.8 is not huge. It is small. And
That
think of
is
it,
just.
the holder count is somewhere around what,
We are
5,000 ish.
at. We are at 4649 to be exact. If we take away the
Yeah,
4 wallets, we are at 4650 4649.
yeah,
Um,
not even 5K. I mean,
no,
nearing
we
that
haven't
5K
broken
mark,
5K.
not even 5K, and it's just 33% left.
Yes.
Wow.
I would say,
God.
I would say a very good price action if this takes off. Like once the
Yeah.
market recovers and we see that the
Oh,
reinvestments are coming in, I would definitely be, seeing that as and when we add more holders, there would be some good price action. That's all I can say right now.
yeah.
But yeah, yet to see the charts and probably come out with some analysis later on. But
Yeah.
yeah, a pretty good option for price action, because that 33.8% that you said, Caddy, in terms of availability, I don't think so that entire 33% would be there in liquidity as well. Liquidity would be much lesser than that 33% is what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Um,
that way you will still have a good price action.
yes. And right now we're sitting with less than 1 quad of tokens on Uniswap. There is 941 trillion right at this moment.
Look at that. Yeah.
I mean,
Look at that.
Wow.
Ah.
guys, I might be experiencing something for the first time I've ever dealt with in crypto. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. Jerry Simo, 20% of holder tokens are in the pool, so reflections outside the pool. You know, that's a very, very valid point. That is something that I was weighing.
Hmm.
And, you know, when I made my staking video, I did it for the education. And Mr. Aslan, you did the same as well. You know, we both,
Yeah.
you were just a few minutes behind me on that one. Like, I dropped my
Yeah.
video, and next thing I know, I'm like, hey, Mr. Aslan did one as well.
You know what?
Um,
I posted my video and then I scrolled up and see yours.
so we both were in the process of it.
Yeah.
I was playing, you know, the timing game with gas at that point. But yeah, now that I look at it, I am seriously reweighing my options. Again, not financial advice, my own personal strategy. With what I'm seeing, my strategy is just like any strategy. It has to be adjusted. And I might be at that point myself looking at feasible options here. So that is something. And that also, I want to show that again because this is something that a lot of people don't understand is when they're asking, how do you figure out how is this beneficial or not? You cannot determine it. So if you put that equal sign and you have on one side of that equal sign the staking pool math, on the other side of that equal sign you have your reflection math. Well, when you're looking at those two equations of how this is going to balance out, that one scenario right there is why it cannot be determined. it like ultimately honed in. There's other things that play a factor, but this is a critical piece, is because it plays on both sides of that equal sign. The more tokens you stake, the more reflections you could receive. So, again, many people inside Arca beat their heads up of how they could figure out this is going to work. You just can't. And this is a critical piece that caused me to rip my hair out, is when I'm looking at something that affects both sides of that equation. And when one is less, the other is more, you can't come up with an accurate number. You move that slider just a little bit one way or the other, you have a drastic difference in your dollar amounts.
Well, one thing as well, it's like you could put it up to, I don't really want to say it's gamble, to chance, I guess, because with reflections, that just depends on people buying in, people selling. So that requires the daily volume. So that could change drastically in the day. So you are either looking at wanting to take that kind of leap of just letting it go and see how reflections go, or do you want to just go with that safe option of, okay, I get this percentage of the pool from that, I get these tokens no matter what, like reflections, nothing, that's my set amount. Yep. So it's either you want to go for the set amount, or you just want to you want to have fun, you want to be that person that just wants to kind of gamble to see what you can earn during these 90 days.
Yeah, it's all an experiment. It is. It's an experiment of figuring out what strategy is going to work best for the individual.
Yep.
I have been speaking on mute.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up, Mr. Aslan.
I was just saying it is a guaranteed return when it comes to the staking pool, and when it comes to reflections, it's not a guaranteed one. It entirely depends, like you said, Quester rightly said, in terms of volume.
Yep.
So, looking at the current market conditions from the past 2 to 3 days, with all the lot red going on, the volume has definitely dropped in. But you never know, it can pick up. But again, like you said, Quester, it's purely a gamble when it comes to reflections. But when it comes to staking, yes, it's a guaranteed reward, because you know what the actual staking pool reward is, and you actually know what the total staking pool amount is right now. So you can do the math and you can calculate and just get it out. So it's just the fact that you need to wait for the 90 days.
Yeah.
And what happens in that 90 days? Well, no one knows.
We'll figure it out after 90
Absolutely.
days.
I mean, no, I'm saying this in a very good note. The main reason being, there are a lot of catalysts that are coming in. You have Scratch project coming in. You have the Guardian components coming out. So that 90 days period, that 3 months duration, a lot of changes can happen. And the market also will be on an uptrend. As far as I have seen personally with my experience when it comes to crypto and stuff, March is almost the beginning of a next bull run. And that can change. Okay, that can definitely change, because the market itself has changed. It is not the way it was last year. A lot of things have changed with the crypto market right now. So just saying that March usually is the time frame where you see some FOMO kicking in, as well as you see some fresh investments coming in, and that's the start of the new financial year, right? So you do see these big financial institutions starting to look at certain projects and stuff. I'm not saying they are going to come into Arca, but I'm speaking of big crypto projects on the whole, right? So that shift will definitely start from March. So once that shift starts happening, you can see a lot of green probably. All right.
Yeah. Again,
so
we don't
just
know,
speculation again now, based on what my personal experiences and how the crypto market has performed in the past couple of years. That's what I'm quoting on facts.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
And the thing is, well, it's like those corporations going into the big projects. I mean, those will bleed down through the market, through those market caps and everything. No matter if you're a macro or a crypto giant, if a crypto giant gets a boost up and starts pumping up, you're going to see as it's just going to come down, because people are going to start going lower and lower and lower, and then they're going to reach your spot, and they're going to put in money, and you can start seeing yourself go up as well. And that's the thing as well.
But Questa, what's happening right now is, all those top coins that you see right now, they're almost saturated. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you want to get into Ethereum, would you be happy to get into a project which is at $100, or would you be happy investing in Ethereum for 2,400, 2,500-ish right now?
I'll be completely honest. I'd probably go for that 100.
Absolutely. Because why? You get more volume. And when the price movement happens by say $10 at least, you have 10 tokens of that $100 each. You
Yep.
earned to yourself $100. Now with Ethereum price movement, would you be able to get that much profit? No, because you would get one Ethereum for that 2,500 or so. And even if the price movement happens by $50 to $100, you're just getting $50 to $100 by just one,
Yep.
even if it happens, right?
Yeah. And
So
yeah, I was gonna say that was one thing I pointed out. I think it was in my market cap video. Was like
mhm.
it would be too late right now to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum because you would need
Yeah.
large quantities of money to be able to actually see change. Where you want to
Exactly.
be seeing change, you're going to be seeing that in the smaller, the smaller mid, especially the micro and macro market
Yes.
caps. You're going to see those huge jumps and that huge profit gains. And that was one thing I wanted, like I stressed out throughout the entire video, and I want to stress here now is like,
Mhm.
once once you get to that certain point, if you don't have, or if you haven't already jumped into it when it started out and it's already here, just use it to buy those other tokens,
Yeah.
and make sure you can actually get that money. Invest in the smart and invest smartly. Getting those good projects, the ones that are doing things, and ones that you can trust. So
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, it all boils down to what you want,
exactly.
right? Are you here to make money or are you here to make some wealth? Now,
Right.
wealth and money are totally different,
Oh yeah.
right? So
Yes.
people tend to get a little confused, but let me just put some kind of clarity from my side over there. If you want to create some wealth, that means that you are doing something in terms of investing in certain assets, which your next generation would definitely go ahead and utilize, not you. All right.
Yep.
When it comes to money, it is your investment which you would be using and you would be utilizing it. So that's how I would put it in simple terms. So if you want to make some money, then all these big cap tokens, the top 10 to 50 at least, I would say right now, unless and until you have some big bags to go ahead and shell, you really cannot make much money. There is very less room for that.
Yep.
Right. People obviously go ahead and say invest in Ethereum, invest in Bitcoin because they are more stable, they are not so volatile. Well, poof, Bitcoin is volatile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's crypto.
Right,
It's all of us
so-
all the
You know
time.
what? I normally do not do this, but yes, I am actually. That is what I am looking at right now.
Yeah,
And I mean,
Ethereum.
the thing as well, it's like, because I've seen commercials all the time. It's like, oh, invest in Bitcoin, start investing in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The reason why is because it's Bitcoin. It's already been here for
Yes.
decades, decade over. So
Yeah,
it's
I think
safe.
it's 2
People
decades.
see it as a safe investment, a safe token
Yeah.
to get in, or safe coin to get into. Sorry, not token, coin to get into. But that's kind of the problem. It's like it's too big
Exactly.
and
Yep.
it's too safe for people to really
Right.
make money.
That's true.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
let's
that-
put it to perspective. You have $1,000. Okay, you put it in Bitcoin. Right
Mhm.
now, assume Bitcoin is at 40,000. All right.
Right.
You get what? 0.4 Bitcoin.
I think it would be. Caddy, are you doing the math?
$1,000,
At
0.4,
40
0.04,
at 40, yeah,
Okay.
at 40,000 for every
Yeah.
grand would be 0.04.
point,
Point-
0.04,
point-
right?
0.01. Shoot.
Yeah,
Hold on,
0.04.
you guys got me messed up here.
Yeah,
So for
same
every
here.
grand, no, for
I'm
every
weak at
grand,
maths.
40. For math's sake, so for 40 grand and or for
Okay, just leave
Here.
it.
Well,
Just give me some
I was
number.
gonna say,
X,
actually
Y, Z.
calculate if we need to.
All right. So assume now that Bitcoin moves up by say 10K. Okay, it
Mhm.
goes up to 50. Now, what is your actual profit? It would just be $50,
40
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
For
yeah,
a
when you're
$1,000 investment and a $10,000 movement of Bitcoin, it would be what? $50 of profit?
yeah,
Am
when
I right
you're
in this
talking about
calculation?
this, yep,
Yeah.
when you're talking about those saturated markets like that, yeah, you don't get to see those
Absolutely.
gains now.
Now, take the same 1,000, put it in any other token like Archangel, which has a lot of growth potential available, which can definitely go 2x, 3x, 5x, or even 10x. All right. I'm not saying it is going to happen immediately, but there is a lot of potential and room for growth, is what I'm speaking. Right. So 1K to 10K with a 10x at the utmost optimistic gains. If not on a realistic gains, I would say 2x. 2x is definitely possible with this. We have seen it.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah.
we have seen a trillion archangel reach $3,000, and whereas now it's somewhere around 700ish, I believe. I haven't checked the price honestly, but that's what I think. So I mean, we have seen that potential. There is definitely room for growth. So look at it that way. Would you be happy with the $10,000, or would you be happy with that $50?
Uh, I mean,
That's what we need to think of. As
oh,
simple
yeah.
as that, guys.
Yeah.
So
I like to
So-
say,
that's my take. That's
I
it.
like to say, respect them for what they are, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
just respect them for what they are. Invest in other things.
So
On Guardian
one thi-
pre-sale registration, say if
Yep.
you plan donating 1,000,
so
but by the time the pre-sale launches, I'm sorry, Caddy, I'm reading loud. Go on.
no, you're fine. You're fine because I did it actually myself while you guys were talking. I'm down here. Like, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
No, they're blue collar. How that's going to work is if you plan on donating $1,000, but by the time the pre-sale launches, you will have a pre-sale window. You'll have a 3-day window for round one. So if you hold Arca for over 30 days with no sales and no transfer to a wallet that's sold, then you can buy into the first round of pre-sale. Now, there will be a second round of pre-sale also that will open up if you hold that minimum of 250 billion. Now, the only time you can invest into that is when that window is open. There should be no limit to, there will be a max cap of a dollar amount, but if you do it in smaller increments, as long as you don't exceed that max cap per address, I believe. Now, keep in mind, that's only going to hinder you with fees by going that route. I recommend picking, waiting till you have that dollar amount you're ready to throw in within that window and go that method. So
Also,
let's see here.
Yes, I wanted to address this as well. I wanted to say this real quick because I have said this before. Well, just not only just friends, but also here on my channel. Yeah, I mean, definitely. What if and when like Bitcoin reaches 500,000 or even 2 million, definitely that 35,000 is going to look cheap. The issue is that it's going to take decades. Like it'd take a really long time for you to see that price movement, to see that kind of, to see
Yeah.
it get to that 500,000, to get to that 2 million. That
No.
for me to even think that Bitcoin would get to 2 million, that is
No.
wow.
No.
No, there's some.
So-
You know what?
there-
In my honest
that's-
opinion, 500,000 is not something of a possibility for Bitcoin unless and until it goes mainstream.
Definitely.
And I mean literal mainstream across the world.
But I was going to say
literal
at the same
mainstream.
time, yeah, I was going to say we're
It's
still
not
looking.
possible because, see, think of it this way: you need so many people to invest in it to go ahead and reach that price point, right?
Yep.
The fact is, do you really have that many people out there in the world to go ahead and invest in it right now? Absolutely not.
No.
Would you go ahead and put in 40K for one BTC? You cannot do that. Not everyone can do it, right?
Right.
So that's where I'm seeing. I mean, if you look at big financial institutions who are getting Bitcoin, and that happens across the world, and it's coming to be a mainstream uh, coin, then yeah, there is a definite possibility to it, which, as far as I foresee, is very difficult.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's going
That's
to be
a sh-
something, if
Yeah.
we can get to that point, it's going to, like I said, it's going to take.
Because one more
decades
reason I'll
and-
give you guys. I'm sorry, Quester.
No.
Yeah, one more reason I'll give you. People are moving away from the BTC pair
Mhm.
because they want to detach themselves from the market conditions which BTC is going through. A lot of volatility in BTC makes the other tokens also drop in price. And why is that? That's because they are paired to BTC.
Yep.
Now, earlier when you had to purchase Ethereum, the liquidity that was provided for you was with BTC and Ethereum. BTC,
Mhm.
Ethereum, and USD. Those were the liquidities that were paired, right? And even till today, lot many earning platforms, I mean those yield farming platforms that you have, they have their pairs tagged to BTC. That is the main reason why BTC drives a lot of crypto prices down, right? That's the actual link. If people do not know how it all works, this is the simplest example that I can give you, right? But now the market is shifting towards pairing away from BTC, pairing with other stable coins, and you can see a lot many token pairs happening with stable coins like USDC, USDT. Those are ones which do not fluctuate, right? And
Right.
those liquidity pools are the ones which are almost stable and they hold their ground. Even if there is a lot of volatility in the market, tokens paired with USDT and USDC do not suffer impermanent loss.
Yep.
All right. So as much as they do with other tokens, because that impermanent loss that you get is only from the second token pair that you have, token A, token B, token C, not the USDT or USDC.
Yep.
Right. because they are a stable token. So that's how the entire market is ideally shifting. So come the day when BTC disconnects itself totally from the entire market and becomes a sole asset, right?
Hmm.
That is when you see that as pure digital gold, and that's happening. That's definitely going to happen pretty soon, and
Right.
all these other stable tokens will come into that place in terms of taking the mainstream revenue generation, in terms of pairing with liquidity pools and stuff. That would give you a lot more stability in the price, lot more stability in the liquidity pools, lesser impermanent loss, all this stuff. So uh, taking all these factors into account, yeah, you need to just watch out the market. A lot of changes are happening.
Right. Yeah. And um and that's one thing. It's like too. It's like we're looking. This is going to be something that's going to take, like I said, decades,
Yeah,
and upon time for it to happen. I there's tokens out there, that they were out for a year and people made billions off of it. It's possible if you do Bitcoin, you know, if it reaches those points. If it reaches those points, then maybe, but again, you would need large quantities. And I
yeah,
see your comment there, blue collar. It's, yeah, people like the bigger governments can move Bitcoin up. The issue is that they have the money, they have large quantities that the average person doesn't have. We're thinking of the average person
exactly.
that's probably having $100 to $200 to invest. That's not going to put a huge dent on BTC and will not
Yeah,
really give you that much tokens. I personally would rather get like trillions compared to like 0.02 of a token, of a coin or a
volume
token.
matters. Volume definitely does
It
matter.
Yeah.
does.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
So
that's one thing as well there.
Oh, one more big update.
Yep.
yeah, so staking pool closes in one. Oh wow, we've been on. Yeah, I guess it is after 10. Closes in 1 hour. 12 more Telegram members, guys. If you are watching the stream right now and you are not part of that Telegram, please make sure to go add yourself. Keep up with the project in real time. Guys, we are so close. 12 Telegram members to go to get to that point.
Yep.
Quick, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get
Speaking of Ed,
programming, boys.
Add the lits in
speaking
there.
of Ed, Ed has not left messaging me from the past 2 to 3 days. He's always asking me whether I'm
You're
available.
available?
Come
Yep.
on,
Are you
Ed. I'm
available?
always available. I'm here right now, live. Come on,
I'm
let's
right here
go.
live. Yeah, talking to you,
Come join
sir.
me.
Yeah. What do you need from me?
Yeah.
And also,
No.
blue
Okay,
collar,
just kidding.
don't take it as like I'm not, take that like as a really just
No.
lighthearted
It-
kind of thing.
w-
I'm
Everybody
not
has a
trying
different.
to discredit you or trying to say that you're wrong or trying to like say no, this, that, the other. This is just really, it was based off of pure speculation and also just realistic things, like realistic things that would have to happen within the
Yeah.
market for something like that to happen.
Yeah.
No,
So
you're
yeah,
absolutely
nothing
right in
personal
that.
there.
No. You're
It's not.
absolutely right. That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's the actual fact, because uh, you know what? You need to have that much of big amount of money for you to even move the price that much, right?
right.
So think of it this way, simple as that. You take the chart itself. If you want to move BTC from 38K to 40K, you need to purchase some amount of BTC tokens, or I mean coins, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it is not portions of 0.01, 0.02 BTC that will move the price from 38 to 40K. That would be
Yeah.
10 tens and probably even 100 BTC also,
I
right?
really think that the point that blue collar is getting at is, that 500,000 or 2 billion. It is possible, like you guys said, with those institutional investors. It literally has to
Yeah.
hit that global adoption. It really
Yes.
has to hit that.
It
Now,
needs,
again, a person that has $200 in Bitcoin and we see that price flux, you can't look at it as the price change as a number value, but look at it as a percentage value.
yep.
When you break that down and look at it as a percentage, that brings the reality of what you can gain or what you could potentially lose. But that will help you set your goals. Are you willing to accept more risk in a lower market cap in a micro cap project that has the potential for those gains? Or do you want to put your money in and forget? That is literally where those two big differences come. When Bitcoin, you can throw your money in, and we're at what, year 12, 13 with BTC as of this time, 09. Yep.
Yep.
So The one thing I can say is I don't think Bitcoin's going to go anywhere. Crypto has put its footprint in this world, and it's undeniable. So if you're one of them people that literally want to put your money back and walk away for 20 years and treat it as your retirement fund, that may be an option for you. But just remember, $200 into that type of investment, go try to put $200 into Apple or AOL. Well, okay, I'm going back in the ages here. But my point is, put it in some $200 in something that's established, or put $200 in something that is innovative and growing.
Yeah.
Weigh your risk, weigh your reward, weigh your goals. What is your end game, and work backwards. Let's see here. So if I keep my Arca staking over 90 days, do I keep getting tokens in any coin after that, or you just instant me every 90 days? I hope I'm not asking. No, you're not.
I know. That's a
so-
valid question.
It is a very valid question. And how that works is during that lock period is, it is locked for 90 days. And at the 70-day mark of that locking period, Guardian comes out and is a trading live contract. What will happen is, now I hope I'm correct. If I remember right, I am correct about this, is that when that staking pool opens, that you will receive the tokens of that 20 days that you were in the pool. So I think I'm getting what they're trying to say. I hope I'm just getting the instant.
No, I guess the question is more around, do I get any coin after that? I mean, do I keep getting tokens? No, ideally what happens, Kili, so sorry if my pronunciation was wrong, but ideally what happens for you is when you stake your tokens, it just stays there in the staking pool, and whatever rewards you earn in the staking pool for that staking period, say for example this stage one or the first staking pool that is out there, you would only be able to get rewards in Archangel token right now, correct? So what happens here is, after 90 days you would be getting back your initial investment plus the rewards that you have gained in the staking pool. So before that, it is not like you have staked your Archangel and you keep receiving a certain amount of tokens to your wallet continuously, like
Yeah.
say weekly or bi-weekly. No, that will not happen. You will only be able to get the tokens along with the rewards after the 90-day period is over. So once you withdraw and stake is when you would be able to see all your rewards in your wallet. Until that point of time, it is just those stake tokens in the smart contract. That's
Yep.
it.
And that also brings, to a very valid point I think we should touch about the staking pool, is that emergency withdrawal, because that's where that also will play a factor with this. Is, when we're talking, that pool is locked for 90 days, and you can, at your choice, remove your stake tokens. Now, keep in mind, when you do that, one, you pay the gas fee to enter the pool, you'll pay the gas fee to exit the pool. You forfeit all rewards if you exit that pool early. Now, where this is different is that requirement is why you cannot receive rewards throughout the staking period, because that is a stipulation. That is the perk and bonus to holding you, to utilizing that staking pool. So within line of what they're trying to do, they're trying to, to truly create that wealth management mindset. Think about this early on. Don't stake more than you can afford to lose, because we're not, Arca's not going to keep your money, but you'll lose those rewards, as it rewards people who understand that wealth management. That's the best way I can put it. I want to keep it as a positive aspect, because to me it is very positive.
No, it is.
Arca has truly made me rethink of how I look at money overall. It really has. And that's why I keep yelling at Zen. I know he's not in here anymore, but he has been on me about that second donation. And you know what? I love Scratch. I do, guys. I'm sticking to my strategy. I am going to put my own foot down and stick to what I have planned. So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, see, asking you to stake for a specific amount of time and then getting you the rewards, it's okay. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. That's what your regular banks also go ahead and do. Well, Zen is still there. He heard you.
yes, he did. He was listening.
He heard
Uh,
you.
and, an Archangel token, you need to make that decision before you stake.
Absolutely.
Yes.
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 That is what you want to weigh out, right? So, see, I would put it across in very simple words. Uh, if you are those kind of paper hands and you do not hold on to your tokens when you see it in your wallets and the price increasing, stake them, right? And if you want to keep them long term, just take them. Else, if you are such a kind of a person who believes, I mean, like me personally, uh, I would like to invest in certain projects, and I have a certain personal set goal. Until that goal reaches, no matter what happens on the chart, I'm least bothered. I know for a
Hmm.
fact that one day that goal will be reached, and that's what I set it, a realistic goal, not like a 1000x or a 10,000x stuff. All right, so
Yeah.
a realistic one. So I just do whatever I can. And who doesn't like passive income when you're staking it, instead of just it remaining in your wallet and earning a small bit of reflections, as compared to what I mean, that's where your calculation comes into picture, and your risk taking and your weighing options comes into picture, right? So if you feel that you're going to get a little more better rewards, especially if you're having lower amount of archangel tokens in your wallet, then it perfectly makes sense, because as against reflections of say a few 100,000 tokens in that 90-day period, you would be able to get a billion or a million tokens in the staking pool. You never know, right? So using those calculations that you can do, that would be a more beneficial option for me when I go ahead and stake my tokens. Ideally, what I'm earning my passive income, it's as simple as that,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So go ahead and take a decision there. Else, if you want to just chill out, let it be in your wallet, and you want to go ahead and trade it as and when you feel like, keep it in your wallet, as simple as that.
Yep.
Else, go for a 80-20 strategy, go for a 50-50 strategy. There are a lot many options that are available. 50% of what you have, stake them, let them be earning passive income. 50% of whatever you have, keep them in your wallet, let them be also getting reflections. Sell your reflections and earn some money,
Yep.
Definitely.
or
Yes.
play around with this 50%, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And
Yeah.
options are many, guys. I mean, it entirely depends on your decision how you want to go ahead and do it. It's
yes.
your strategy, end of the day.
So I just want to address this with Nelson. Sir, you're exactly right. That is how many tokens are in that staking pool. When we started the stream, it was a lot less than that. And we've been following up with it
Yeah.
here. We did the math of exactly how many are left in circulation right at this moment, and
It's
it's impressive.
and
Kylie says, okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so how about if I forget about unstaking my coins after 90 days, or if I just want to leave it in for 2 years, do I get more coins?
No.
the
No.
problem with that is that, well, you're going to be using different. There could be different contracts being used. There could be different things
Yeah.
being added because again, right now it's just one coin, the one token that's being put in there. Not really much moving parts or anything like that. Next staking cycle, we're going to have Guardian, we're gonna have Scratch, we're gonna have Brainstem, we're gonna have Arca, and we're gonna have 4 tokens feeding in forward. There we go. Feeding
Yes.
into feeding into the staking pool.
Right.
It's gonna be completely different what they're gonna be having to use because it's gonna need that.
Mhm.
So you need to be unstaking those tokens after that 90 days. I think I had said it before is like you have, what was it 3 days open for before, 3 days after to unstake, that way you can get the best gas, because that's the other thing too, we don't want you spending $200-300 just to unstake your tokens.
Right.
That's just that's overbearing, and that's not really a good idea. So that's why we give that 72-hour window, that way you can find the best gas to be able to unstake, and then the next time it goes in, like I said, there's going to be maybe a different system. Something's going to change, and you can then unstake again. And like I said, get those 4 tokens in the second cycle, and the third cycle, however many tokens are in third cycles, when you're going to get, so
That's like with me. I got my own method. I'm doing what I call, and I think everybody's starting to get familiar with this. I have my own method that I ought to get trademarked called a rolling ratio. And that rolling ratio does weigh in on how many different tokens are supplying that pool, and depends on their prior trading volume.
Yep.
So again, I have a lot of things to weigh. And one thing that's really changing my strategy is, I'll be honest, I feel sorry. I want to publicly apologize to most mods that thought that we're going to hit 10 quad in that pool. I told them they were nuts.
hey,
Prove me wrong.
that
Prove me wrong. I thought I was shooting low. It just proves, our holders are hodlers that we have. But 10,
it's a strong foundation, man.
very, man. This has literally blown me away to see that type of numbers.
Oh yeah.
Now, Stacy saying Arc 150 150 trillion in cycle 1 and 100 trillion in cycle 2. Yes, and keep in mind, guys, cycle 2, like Questor just said, that is 1 of 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 of 4. And you know, in this first year, these first 3 quarters of that staking pool, you will never see those type of rewards be supplied to that staking pool again. I'm not going to sit here and brag about what Guardian's given to that pool. I'm not going to sit here and brag about what Brainstem's going to put to that pool, what Scratch is putting in that pool, and the Genesis donation. Now,
It's gonna be a lot.
it will be the more than you will ever have ever seen. So let's see
Right.
here. Oh, Joe's going to do it for
I
me.
want it
Okay,
done.
okay.
Hey.
All right, Mr. Archangel.
Yeah. I think this was put out on the Telegram announcements as well.
It
Yeah.
was, but I wanted people to go see it over there. Get to
Yeah,
that
Give me
absolutely.
the
Telegram.
Yeah.
incentive to get in the Telegram.
I know.
You got to
he's
read it
ruining my
yourself
plan.
sometimes.
Mm.
You should not listen to
Yes.
us. You should go read it yourself.
Yeah, we don't know what
That's
we're
a-
saying.
We're background noise. We're just
You know-
to keep you guys entertained.
Yes.
Sometimes it's that pleasure that you get by reading it yourself that matters, rather than
I
you
know.
hearing it to someone else telling.
Right.
Yes.
You know,
Shoot,
we
I
can
can-
actually let everybody read that. We don't even have to say it out. Just
Nope.
everybody that's watching,
Yeah.
there you guys go. You can go ahead and read it yourselves.
Then yeah,
Well, you know what, Zen? Oh, sorry. I thought you were titling a different message.
the other one,
Ah.
yeah,
Which one did I miss?
the very
Those-
the
yeah,
last one.
Okay.
Yeah, we
it
will keep
depends-
telling things, but not everything.
It depends what things we're talking about. You know, if we're
Yeah.
talking about last stream, then we're talking about what tree to be, pie, pasta. Like,
I wonder if Ultra's still here. Does pineapple belong on pizza? That's
yeah.
the question. Me and my wife argued about that the other day.
Jedi
It was
or
quite
Sith?
funny.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
gosh.
So yeah, guys, holy crap, we are at it's 10:20.
2
I am
hours,
so
15
sorry.
minutes. Yeah,
Very late.
I think we
Yes.
should call it today.
Yep, I'll fall asleep right here.
I'll sleep.
It wouldn't be the
24-hour
first time.
stream.
Yep, this will be the first time. No, it's fun. No, you monsters.
Ah.
No, Zen, we're not monsters. We bang. Bang. Okay. Yep, I'm going to be up till 4 in the morning again.
It's okay. It just means more video production.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'll tell you,
or messing with Excel. Whatever happens, whichever one catches its attention first.
Yes. I'm telling you, I got to find a much more exciting way to teach myself Excel. The method I have right now puts me to sleep. So let's see here. There are no words. Yeah. We're out of words. But no, guys, keep everything. You know, it's been major progress happening, and we're not over. It's literally still just beginning.
Yep.
We've just broke the 16-week mark, guys. By the way, welcome to the 15th Archa Cafe. 15 consecutive weeks, guys. That's insane. We didn't
Right.
miss Halloween. We didn't miss Thanksgiving. We didn't miss Christmas, and we dang sure didn't miss New Year. And they always like, you taking a break for the holidays?
No.
yeah. We did
What's
take
that?
a break. We did a special episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even was here with
Exactly.
Christmas Eve with you.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Joe must have missed this part earlier, but yeah, no, we'll revisit that again. Yeah, Molt Money,
Mhm.
Brian Makes Benjamins, Glorious. Make sure to join them channels. Also, Blue Collar Crypto. Make sure to give him some love too. Like, subscribe. He is pushing really hard for Arca. He is one of those true grassroots down home guys. It's something he believes in. So if you enjoy the type of content that we all produce here, definitely go check him out as well. But
Yeah.
Brian Makes Benjamins. He's covered Arca before. Molt Money. Dropped in our Telegram earlier today. He took a moment to truly vet the project, to truly research it. And I feel like he left with his jaw dropped. He came in and he was just shocked with everything he found in a great way. And, you know, when we can get actual quote influencers in here to take a look at Archangel and they leave with that conviction, you know something's right. They're not like, okay, well, I'm doing this because I'm getting paid. No, he looked at this and was like, holy crap, here we go. Let's see here. Blue collar champion. Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
We should get him on the stream sometime.
I've asked him. He's kind
Yeah.
of push it off a little bit right now, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
You know, you
Yeah,
can
no
remember-
problem. Let him take his time. No issues on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to have you here, man. You're on the chat. We would definitely love to have you here on the live stream.
Definitely.
Yes,
Yep.
and we're not going to let Storm forget. I'm going to be looking for that Spanish Arca Cafe,
Yeah.
guys. I will use that as my educational class. That is where I will try to learn my Spanish. So please work with me in there.
Caddy's gonna.
Daddy,
have-
will only learn terms in Spanish related to Arca there.
Yes. Oh, you know,
That's the important part. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing that matters.
and then I don't know if we got the Arca's Angels in here, but I expect you guys to hear more about that terminology coming up in the near future. So
Arca's
we'll see.
Angels?
Arca's Angels. We'll see. We'll
What's
see.
cooking, Caddy? What
Wait.
what is it that we smell and you eat?
That sounds familiar, actually. Hold on.
Look
yes.
at that.
Quest
This
is
is-
thinking
this is
about it.
Like,
Question knows?
Yes,
I
this was
think I
something
do.
talked about in the main Telegram. Yeah, this was just, open
Ah.
conversation.
Looks like I missed it when I was not well. All right.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just a group of our community members more trying to get together and try their own venture.
Yep.
I'm not going to pressure them. I'm not going to name drop any of them. Let them work at their own pace because
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately I hope we started an inspiration. All right, let's Zen.
I started laughing.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm excited now.
Joe, I love you guys. Highlight of the week in Great Cafe. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
So
Joe.
awesome. And guess what? Yep, he's all saying Arca Angels. Arca, yeah,
Bomb.
the bomb.
Yeah, probably we will have to dedicate an episode for them. We three will sit on the sidelines and they take the mainstream.
I've already tried to do that. If I've learned anything, what we're doing, it's a challenge for most. It takes a lot to be able to come on and do this every week. I won't deny
Yeah.
that. That's hard. But to do that and to see other people getting intrigued and curious about it, that's what matters. That's what it's all about, guys. If we lit an inspiration into somebody, to step outside their comfort zone, for them to literally be uncomfortable with themselves with what they're doing, that's what matters because they're starting to unleash that true potential in them.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yes, they really do need that snazzy music.
Well, I can
think
say
it's-
if you go back to the I'm sorry, Mr. Aslan, to the Telegram last night,
Yeah.
pick one of the 100 songs that was dropped last night.
Yeah, there was a whole playlist that was made.
Oh
I'm over
yeah.
here.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
we-
casually cleaning around the house, and I'm kept
Right.
checking my phone. I'm like, wait, Arca Cat playlist? What?
And I got to give Oaf probably credit for that one. It started in a different Telegram. He started dropping some old, to me, some old school stuff that I grew up on, some Static X, which, okay, this is probably gibberish to many, but yes, I grew up with Static X. That he was,
Some good music.
what? Yeah, somebody, dude, I could not tell if I was listening to the CD or truly a voiceover. Like, there was only one little hook in there that I was like, okay, that I can tell the difference. But I literally thought I grabbed an old CD out of the closet, was listening. Brad, thanks for another great stream, guys. Love Arca's. Oh.
Yep, it's
So-
exactly what okay.
There. Yeah, I will leave that for you, Miss Brad. And Kira dropping the angels there. Okay. So, guys, I got it. Big things coming. One thing I can say is the Arca community is getting more engaged. Overall, we're starting to see more people come in, ask about the project. We're starting to see community members like Blue Collar Crypto pick it up upon himself to start covering Arca. We have talks of the Arca's Angels. We have Scratch that is going to be doing a Twitter space. Guys, I think we literally set an example out there of give the world what they need,
Yeah.
Don't worry, Joe, sir, we'll win.
Oh, guys,
You know,
Aren't
the
we
trick
judges?
the trick is right is that they don't,
No,
they don't
I mean,
stream on the same day as us.
Will the three of us be judges or just viewers?
I know, right? I think the only way we're going to get people on the stream is
Judging
I'm literally going to have to
viewers.
get up here and start dancing. No.
We'll be viewers, but on the side will be judging them. Like we'll have her, like we'll be in our chat, like, okay, so they're doing this right, but they're doing this wrong. This could work. This needs a little improvement.
Finally, get the price for all the three of us and walk out.
Yeah.
You know,
like judges holding up the sign.
the only thing, this is the one thing that scares the heck out of me, is these Arca's Angels are some of Arca's biggest shillers. So
Wow.
these guys that are talking, and they're that hype. So we may have a run for our money. We keep it down home. We keep it real. And now we're going to have some of these girls come in and literally just rock the world. You know,
Wow.
it's going to be, yeah.
Let's see.
What then? What if they
what?
land a big interview before you? You know what?
Ooh. I mean, I'd be happy because it's for the project.
Exactly. This isn't competition. This is unification. So yes,
Yeah.
keep it true to them Arca roots, guys. This
But I
is
would be a
all
little
about-
jealous.
If only they'd cover us
Yeah,
next.
a little bit jealous.
But you know what? You're right. You're right there, Brad. We all got
Yeah.
this as a community.
Definitely.
What if they get to make surprise announcements and not you? Okay, now you're taking the fun away. That
Yeah,
was
come on. That was the
No,
Arca
that-
Cafe thing.
Yes, that's what this is all
surprise
about.
us in the middle of the stream.
yeah.
You know,
I
the
can't-
Archangel Cafe will become only Arca's Angels Cafe.
No. They're taking over. No.
No.
No. No.
I will file a copyright infringement.
Yes. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's all right. That's all right, Joe, sir. We'll find a way to get our own announcements happening in here.
we have contact with Ed.
Yep.
Yeah. We have Ed messaging us every single day, asking us if we are available. So, yeah, we'll make ourselves available for him.
I'll make sure I'll run my printer out of the 100 pages I have in there, and I'll have a flaming Lambo dealership behind me next time. That's
Well,
all
for
right.
people who are listening in, it was just a joke because there is some fake Ed running around in Telegram group asking everyone whether they
Yes.
are available, asking for donations. So it's not the real Ed, guys. So please be very careful. We are just kidding around that particular part. It's a scam where I've already also made a video on how the entire conversation occurs, right? So please go check that out and be careful. Stay away from scams.
Yes.
Surprise announcements should be decided by an American Gladiator style tournament. We should sell it to Netflix. Oh yeah, I mean
Yes.
3 versus 3. Come on.
It's like a 1 week
Beatbox.
special.
Yes.
Tune in next time.
A dance pays off.
Remove all your smoke alarms first, and you can burn us all the Lambos you want, bro. The only problem is I have carpet below me. Yeah, that probably would not work out so well for me. ANC
Yeah.
saying no Lambos,
Then you have to
bro.
do it outside, Caddy. Out in the backyard or in the
Yep.
garden space.
Yep, definitely. Alrighty, guys. It is 10:30.
Yep.
I am so sorry to take away
Alright.
from everybody Sunday night, but it has been fun. And I look forward to seeing you, Miss Brad. I look forward to seeing your other two angels, that group.
Mhm. Yeah.
What?
We would like to
What?
give you all a launch here on Archa Cafe.
Get six. We've had 6 people on the Arca Cafe before, and I'm ready to do it again. So
Yep.
That was interesting though.
Alarm
Okay,
needs a new
yes.
battery. Caddy?
you know what? Between Joe and Kara, yeah, they reminded me that I've been slacking. Okay, I got some stuff to catch up on at the house.
Come on.
No. On a serious note, from an ex-firefighter standpoint, shame on me right now. But we'll get that resolved. So, anyway, guys, I think we have touched pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And then some.
And then some. Always. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yes, and always, brother. Stacy, see you in the main.
See you in the
Brett
lane.
saying, sure, yes.
Yeah.
So, going forward, there's going to be, we say this all the time, there's going to be a lot of stuff, big things coming up for Arca, for Guardian, that ecosystem. Make sure to check us out. Make sure to check out the Arca's Angels when they come about as well.
Yep.
Also, Scratch, Twitter Space, 8:08 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, guys. We all love you. We'll see you all here soon.